That was a botched intro. Vigilante Williamson here on the 57th episode of my show, the Vigilante Williamson Show. Hopefully you can hear me. Let me actually go off camera just to see if it does the thing. As long as it does the little vibrating thing, you guys can hear me. Hear the mic. Everything's just off kilter today. Everything's off kilter. We're going to start with this comment because we're going to get into it, ladies and gents. We're going to get into it. This comment by Noble Iro is the comment of the day so far. I can't imagine another one being more relevant unless it's just rephrasing this. You're going to talk about the attacks on Doomcock? I am. Already unsubbed from almost anybody related with Gary. Look at this. As Odin Comics, even Comics and Tom, and including Culture. Me and Nick are the only one Noble Iro is sub to. That's kind of sad. It's very sad. And yes, we are going to talk about it. That's actually all we're going to talk about today. That's all we're going to talk about today. Yeah. So no Iro. Yeah, we'll get into it. Let's see what who else is here. I appreciate everybody here. You noticed, my action figures and such. They're here. I'm actually I started job in a couple weeks. I'm taking this time off to hopefully do some music, and so I want to kind of use that as a booth. So that's why everything's down, and you can kind of see a little background. There's no real way around it. But how's everybody? And Noble Iro, we'll see. You'll see how you think about what I think. Hello, Snorter Poopus Cuber and other critters, humans and other critters. I know a lot of people don't like the hello. I do. I just think it's cool. Hey, who knew the Salt Must Flow? An OG fan who's back again, and I appreciate it. Fimber the Ice Wolf with maybe the last episode. I don't know. I don't think I'll get canceled. I'm just gonna be honest. Because to be honest, everybody involved has always been cool to me whenever they interacted with me. Hello, who knew? Hello, Fimber. Hell, common idiot. I don't think you're an idiot. Hell, chat. And this is me saying it's gonna start. And luckily, the noise did die down because there was a fucking I don't know what the hell it was, like a leaf blower or something. And as long as it wasn't my cousins isn't visiting the dumpster, you should be okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, our fire's awake. Hell, Robert, how you doing? He says. Yins, Manly Man Yins. The Doomcock drama is telling me to give Literature Devil another shot. I'm not sure about that connection. I kind of like the Devil, Yeah, like the like button. I don't even like likes, but I do like your likes. So please like and share. Sharing is caring. Certainly is. I guess it's resolved itself since Doomcock has slept it off. Has it? I'm not sure. Maybe I'm not as up on things as everyone else. And Noble Iro says, woo! Alexander Vidakovic. Good day, sir. Good day, sir. All right. Let me just keep it 100,000 in my opinion of everything. The mask just ate my face. I am not going to go as hard as Noble Iro. In fact, I still respect all those people, all these people listed. You know what I mean? And it's sad that there's so much division, but this is not the first cracking. Man, I think the Fandom Menace is dead. And I don't know if that's a controversial statement or an obvious one, right? And I don't want that to be the case. And it's not just this. Ever since Wack Snyder busted a nut in everybody's face, as far as I'm concerned, it's just been the fucking drama of the week every fucking week. Rather it was that, rather it was the whole shit with Tom, rather it was the shit with Geeky Pixie. It's just every fucking week is something. And now this. And as I mentioned, Ryan Cannell's been nice to me. He's been in the chat before. He's been nothing but respectful to me. If he shows up in my chat, if I show up in his chat. Gary might be the only reason you know who I exist. Because he's hyped me up so much. And Doomcock has been nothing but nice to me. And he actually followed me on Twitter. Maybe because I defended him a few weeks ago. Because I kind of knows the messenger was getting shot. The person whose opinion I respect the most on this isn't a content. Well, he is a content creator. I'm not how to disrespect my man. Newbomb Turk. Hopefully he shows up. Because his opinion is the one I respect the most. And it's that he doesn't fuck with rumor channels. He doesn't fuck with rumor channels. And that's the thing. If the real issue I see is, should rumor channels exist or not is the issue that people have, to me. Because when Doomcock did the latest report of Kathleen Kennedy getting fired, it's not the first time, people start to shoot the messenger a little bit. I noticed that. Let me actually see if I can find the episode. It was a VW casual. I said hashtag Doomcock is right. And I gave all the little reasons I thought that, Doomcock, there was some credence to what Doomcock is saying. Hopefully, actually, let's mute this. See if I can find it. And I'm not, last thing I'm going to do is fucking play the whole thing because I only God knows. I want to do a little bit more prep, but, I had to run errands. So, life. Jesus, I can't fucking. Oh, I misspelled my own name. Sorry. But I even talked about, because I noticed, but I'm at 470 fans or 470 subs. That's insane to me. Thank you all for subbing. Thank you all. So, where is it? Where is it? Okay. It was the second episode of VW Casual, a pop-up show. I said, hashtag Doomcock is right. And my whole point was that I could see, even if I don't necessarily believe that the reporting is going to happen as reported, I could see that there was something to that reporting, right? Investors were already pissed at Kathleen Kennedy last year because of the fall of Soy Woker and Galaxy's Edge, that fiasco. And they were asking this year, if you guys remember that one guy who asked about Gina Carano's firing, the guy had millions of dollars of stock. He wasn't just some guy with like $50 of stock. He was, well, the stock price still high for $50, but a couple $100 of stock. He had millions and millions of dollars of stock. So the guy who asked that question was representative of a lot of people who felt similarly. That said, I think, this bitch knows where all the bodies are buried. I think she's like, she's the final boss, so to speak. So I don't know. And look at all the differences of opinion. So much difference in opinion. Oh, this is going to be fun. So my thought was, the rumor, whether or not it's happened, it's no big deal. But I did notice little pot shots at Doomcock. Personally, I noticed it. And I understand his perspective, even though I have an understanding on everyone's. Like, I think the most innocent party out of this is Gary. If we are, let's play the damn clip, right? Let's play the clip. Like I said, not as much prep as I would have liked. But if you look about an hour and 30 minutes in, there's a fucking let me see. Let me actually go to the moment, and then I probably took my headphones on. Let's play the clip, the controversial clip. And then we'll talk more. How about that? That's probably the simplest way to handle things. So give me a second. And then we can have full context on what was said, the different interpretations of what was said, and, why I can kind of understand everyone's perspective. And then I can go into why the Fandom Menace is probably over. And that may not be Robert said, what did Robert say? Not the... I thought the Fandom Menace was a hashtag. Here's the thing with that, man. And this is Robert said, the Fandom Menace is a potted plant, has to break for future growth. You know what? It transcended a hashtag. It clearly did. The way people it wouldn't be a thing in Vegas if this was just a hashtag. This is more than that to some people, to a lot of people. Okay, let me.
Is queer.
Okay. So yeah, we found this spot. So let's pull it up. I think you guys kind of heard it. So let's pull it up. Listen and we'll react.
There is an update. Has she gone or is she here? Kathleen Kennedy's employment status is queer.
How clear is it as?
That's kind of
every
funny.
time. Instead of queer, I was like, oh, her employment status is unclear. Oh,
What I'm gathering is like watching Kathleen Kennedy is much like searching for Bigfoot. Everyone's just keeping an eye, looking at contracts, seeing what she's doing.
The news is that Kathleen Kennedy is imminently going to be fired when her contract runs out.
Yeah.
Has she gone or is she here? Kathleen Kennedy's employment status is
random,
queer.
but I just thought about Sax Squatch. He does like the saxophone when I saw that.
And that was the update.
That was not me burping. That's
If you
FNT.
if you actually believe like some fucking dude who says he got 8 different sources and has said 25 different things and none of them have come true, and you continue to hang on his every word when he says, oh, another source came out and said 80% of what I've told you is true. You are fucking retarded if you can't see that shit. You might as well go sip for Geeky Pixie. Like,
So I take it you don't buy it.
no, it's nothing to buy.
Okay, we'll play the whole clip.
Are we talking about a particular source here, or am I missing like
Tomato?
Yeah, I'm talking about if you like, if legitimately
Hopefully I don't
you're
get
just
copyright
hanging
claim.
on the every word of Doomcock every time he fucking comes with one of these different rumors about the same fucking thing over and over again. Yeah, I think that's.
Do you have like a beef with him or something? Are you?
No, I
So look, okay, let's stop there. And actually, they make fun of him a little bit more. But the first question asked is, do you have a beef with him? Because it seemed kind of like the fuck. And again, Ryan Cannell been a cool guy. He's been in the chat. He's been cool to me when I'm in his chat. Holy shit, over squasher. Fuck. Ogie Drive 10101. Jesus Christ. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Look at the difference. Ryan's had the balls to say, hold on, man. First things first. Ryan was wrong. Listen to what he said.
And it said 25. Like some fucking dude who says he got 8 different sources and has said 25 different things, and none of them have come true.
He said none of anything Doomcock has said has come true. Let's get to the drops, and I got to hit the mute for the drops to work. Where's the damn drop?
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Here's the things that Doomcock said has come true. The Fall of Soy Walker rumors. If you guys also remember, there was a rumored cut that George Lucas had of the Fall of Soy Walker while we're talking about it, that even Clownfish cooperated. God damn it, I had the other point in my head. There was another thing else that Doomcock was right. So to say that Doomcock has never got anything right, which he says 25 things and literally none of them came true. Those are his exact words. That's not correct. Now, the crux point of whether or not, and these rumors are just rumors, that's not correct. People are saying, oh, he had the balls to say it, but that's not true. Doomcock has gotten some things right and gotten some things wrong because that's rumors. Those are rumors. That's how rumors work. Move the cursor over to the right more. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So, the thing, I took it as him being hostile to Doomcock. In fact, that's why I pointed out, was it Eldon who said, do you have a beef? Oh, and another thing, Sip for Geeky Pixie.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Aren't you the motherfuckers who brought Geeky Pixie to our lives? Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't she or he, Jared, affiliated with Geeks and Gamers? But that's neither here nor there. Even yeah, you're right. It is Rags. And so they make fun of him. And this is why Gary just goes back to his coffee. So they make fun of Ryan. They go to the next subject. And Gary, people I saw in the chat, yeah, it was Rags. You guys are right. It's Rags. And yet none of this really bothers me. Running out of pizza bothers me. I mean, sheesh, this ain't my life. I like this. No sound. Oh yeah, there's no sound to the video because I muted it for the jam drop. All right, let's do this again. Of course, there's no sound to the video. This is what happens when you follow unprofessional YouTubers like Vigilante Williamson. Alrighty. But like, you guys are right. It's Rags who questions, hey, do you have a beef with Doomcock or something? So I yeah, no sound. So I get, yeah, you can tell Gary is pissed, but he lets people, everyone else kind of talk shit. They kind of make fun of him and it moves on. I can see why in that moment he just said, all right, it kind of took care of itself. But I think that was a bit more across the line, man. You could have just called out, hey, this rumor is bullshit. You can say the rumor's bullshit. Don't say the guy's bullshit. He questioned Doomcock's credibility. I understand Doomcock's beef from that standpoint. I don't necessarily. People are saying Gary should have said something. Backstabbing, yeah, I think that's too hard. Backstabbing may be too hard. And I don't know what should have happened. Everyone has an opinion. This is what I get for naming this. But like, he shares a similar platform to Cameron Pasha, who also, by the way, is in the industry. So there's other people. Yeah, you guys are right about Rags. I know there's a lot to get on because you guys are just active in the chat. So Trinoculus P, tired of the 4.5 years of the mainstream media anonymous source reports rumor content is tedious and almost irritating in general. I love Doomcock to see Doomcock make more creative content. And yeah, I don't necessarily disagree with that. Like I said, I understand. Like I don't think Gary is wrong. I don't think Gary's a backstabbing person. Ogre Squasher, I kind of like Doomcock singing, but hey, thank you, Ogre Squasher, for your contribution. You're the channel benefactor. I did not expect crazy chat. Let me just make sure because usually you don't say anything. You were silent again. I'm not sure if you did your 101 reasons chat. And yes, 24/7 is killing it with the vids. And hey, Teenage Wasteland. I am the same way when it comes to the rumor itself. I'll only believe it when she leaves, but I don't believe that Doomcock is like making the shit up. That's the thing. He did really question his credibility. There was a way of saying, hey, the rumor's crazy without saying that that Doomcock is crazy. And hey, you guys say they've been doing 3 weeks. There's so much difference in opinion. This chat is evidence why I think the quote unquote Fandom Menace is dead. Because at the end of the day, one of the biggest misnomers are the sub counts. There are not 300,000 subs plus for Nerdrotic and a separate 200 and some odd thousand subs for Ass and a separate 200 some odd thousand subs for. There's the same individuals subbed to multiple channels. It's the same group of fans subbed to multiple channels. So if you're going to attack by name and be, in my opinion, disrespectful to somebody, there is going to be some backlash. Now, I don't know what Gary. I mean, yeah, he could have said something. I feel that's a bit much to be like. He looked like he was going to, but the chat handled it. And Eric K brought up a good point. That's kind of my point. Not the chat. The panel handled it. The panel. Where did Eric K's point? I had it a second ago. Talking bad thing. I thought he couldn't find a face hugger with a quick alternative stuff and animal. That's Harvey Cthulhu. That's just part of his gimmick. Hey, I wear a stupid mask, so that's just part of his gimmick. I don't think he was backstabbing, but I mean, they were talking. Goodness, I wish I could find the thing. I'm looking at all these different comments because there's so much diversity in thought of how to handle this. There was a way of criticizing the rumor without criticizing the guy. And you know what, Sentinel? This is a good point. Can I ask, why do we all have to get along? We're all individuals with individual opinions. We're united in our cause. Doesn't mean we're united in anything. Collectivism is BS. Yeah. Men don't have to agree on everything all the time about everything. But that was a disrespectful. You could say, hey, I think the rumor's bullshit, without saying This guy has talked about 25 different things and none of them came true. That's what he said. That's not true. And then he compared it to Geeky Pixie, which, if I remember correctly, Geeks and Gamers are the only one who gave fucking Geeky Pixie credibility. So like, what are you doing? So it was, you don't know, Geeky Pixie was back, I think, as Moonchild or some shit. Because I actually tried to research to make sure I was right, and I couldn't really find out if that, because I didn't really know who Geeky Pixie was. But I'm correct. Geeks and Gamers are the one who kind of gave them credibility. So like, you're talking, oh, you simped for them. It's like, well, you're the reason we even thought this person was real. So I just thought, man, Ryan, he could have criticized the rumor directly without criticizing Doomcock directly. And I had even noticed that there had been a little bit like I said, the messenger got a little bit more shot when this last rumor about KK got released. And again, with KK, man, until that motherfucker's gone, I'm not gonna believe it. Until that motherfucker's gone, I'm not gonna believe it. What if Doomcock is Geeky Pixie? I highly doubt that. I mean, there's a better chance that he's Robert Meyer Burnett. And hell, Deej Odyssey, hell, Finite SA, hell, there's Moonchild and hell, the Teenage Wasteland, the Sentinel. I don't want to forget you guys. I'm sorry if I'm scatterbrained, because I'm trying to gather my thoughts, because there's so much opposing thoughts. There's so much stuff. If you ask me personally, I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna really unsub to anybody. But yeah, FNT respectfully not really in the cards. Personal attack versus message. Yeah, there was a way of handling that. There's a way of being critical. They had to. I don't think that Doomcock had any issue to do with the little thing before. Let's go back. This little Kathleen Kennedy watch thing.
Star Wars.
No one had an issue with this shit.
We do have an update, Gary.
Do we have an
Hopefully you guys
update?
can
have
hear it.
an update.
Oh my
Yeah, you
god.
should be able to.
There actually is an update.
There is an update.
There we go.
Has she gone?
This is not an
or
issue.
Is she here?
No one has an
Kathleen
issue with
Kennedy's
this.
employment status is queer.
This clip is nothing. What was wrong with this? Nothing. You can attack the rumor itself without attacking the man. You can attack the rumor itself, not attacking the man. Who knows says, I will resubscribe back to Doomcock when he drops the BS rumor vids. He's a laughing stock. So I'm gonna ask the chat something. Where's X? Yeah, I need an X-ray girl. But yeah. Doomcock sings on the left and Nas left is R&B. Yeah. But okay. My question, and this is to me the core issue: should rumors channels exist? Chat, you let me know. Should the rumors channels exist? Because if you think they should, then you take them with a grain of salt, and that's it. If you don't, if you just, that's why I said the person whose opinion I respect the most is Newbound Turk. He says, I don't like rumor channels. I don't fuck with rumor channels, and so that's a stance. And that's, I understand that stance, and I respect that stance. But if you don't like the concept, I get it. But if you do, then what the fuck are we doing here? Rumors channels are not going to be right all the time. Do any of you follow anything else? You guys follow sports? Have you ever heard? I'll tell you a trade that almost happened to my Detroit Pistons. Now, we ended up getting them later. Good old Allen Iverson. We almost got him in his prime. There were rumors about it back in, I think, 2002. I believe he was supposed to be traded. I think Theo Ratliff or somebody invoked their no trade clause, and it didn't happen. Then you find out years later, it almost did. There was a rumor about it. It didn't come past, but there was truth to the rumor. That happens all the time in sports, in other forms of media, and in entertainment. In wrestling, it happens all the time, where a rumor comes out that this is going to happen, and then something changes. The real issue was Doomcock's credibility being challenged. So that's why I understand him being upset. Now, should he be upset with Gary? Man, Gary thought it was handled. I can tell when I watched the clip, Rags and Az even makes fun of him. Where did Doomcock touch you? You know what I mean? Because it's like, Ryan, what the fuck? He kind of went hard. So let's see what you guys are saying to the what did Glenzer say? He was mature. I like Glenzer. If you dislike content, avoid it. I agree. If you don't like rumor content, avoid it. Doomcock handles rumors well. He says, take this with a grain of salt, viewer discretion advised. He has even said, I don't necessarily know if I believe this rumor, guys. He's even reported on rumors that he was getting shit when he was getting winded up or he was getting fake rumors. He reported on that just as much as anyone else. So, like, what are you mad at him for? Why are you upset that this rumor is reported? By the way, I think there's some credence to it. Do I think they're actually going to get Kathleen Kennedy? No. She's a fucking dick. No, she's a final boss. But there are people in. Do I believe there are people in Disney and Lucasfilm who want her gone? Yes, and that's all it needs to be to have credence. I do believe someone contacted him. I mentioned Newbound Turk. He and hopefully he's in the chat. Like I said, he has the opinion I respect. I don't like rumor channels. The end. Who knew? Says, yes, rumor vids are fine, but not the constant crap that DC comes out with. Caveat on every video does not exonerate him. He is causing frustration or annoyance. Okay. Rumors is a great album, right? Oh, shit. I wish I had the lyrics to that once. Not Go Your Own Way, that's the single, but the other single. That was really cool. The rumor channel should exist as much as the Sasquatch and UFO channels, bro. No one should be silenced. Doomcock has done what he's done for years, but now it's a problem. That's my thought. Like, man, he's a rumor channel. Every political media platform is essentially a rumor channel. Oh, I would fight back. And we were talking about wrestling. You think Dave Meltzer is more accurate than Doomcock? I don't know. I guess if you count AEW, because he's he basically works for them. And fuck AEW, by the way, I'm gonna get my PO box and I'm gonna fucking finally challenge that fucking bullshit copyright claim they put on my channel. But like I mentioned, Doomcock got right. Obviously, the rise of Soy Woker. He got right to the fucking fact that there's some George Lucas Assembly Cup because, like I said, Clownfish reported on it. Oh, I remember the other thing. I don't know if he got right. Nobody knows. But that fucking, do you guys remember that Battison Catwoman on the top of the hood rumor? He reported that months before it got out, or months before it got real serious. So he reported it, then other sources reported it like months after the fact, or a couple months after the fact. Sorry, I have this thing. This is like a thing for music or whatever. So make my hands a little bit better playing keyboards and guitar. And it's kind of a stress thing. So that's why I'm a little nervous. I got 30 some odd people in the chat because of this damn title. Everybody's pretty jazzed up, and I'm like, holy shit, I hope I don't say anything wrong. But I mean, this ain't my life, man. I love doing this. This is fun as shit. This is super fun, but this ain't my life. And my man, Vigilante Munchausen, shout out to the Detroit area, Metro Detroiter. He says he heard a rumor that my channel is awesome. I hope the rumor's true, guys. I hope the rumor's true. There's a lot of people in the chat, but if you feel free to like and share and subscribe if you haven't. I know this is a hot button issue. Everybody has a thing. Okay, what is it? FAEW, Smart Confessing, Glorify Indie Fed. Yes, we agree on something, Sentinel. Oh, me too. That's what really got. I was cool. I was like, I don't give a shit. I really didn't give a shit until the Inquisition got canceled, and I got pissed because honestly, I like the Inquisition more than FNT. Because it's a lot simple. I like FNT a lot, but it was it's a few people, couple people, and I like it. It's a cool Sunday. It's my Sunday evening. It's knowing that I've set my watch to that. You know what I mean? Every week, especially this past year and a half almost, and that really sucked. I fucking went review, brah. My disappointment was immeasurable. My day was ruined when I found that out. So Buckaroo Buys, we're in the same boat. And that's if you're talking about the most unfortunate thing, I really think Doomcock and Gary need to handle it. I hashed it out, which I hope they will, and I think they probably will. I do get some extent of like, man, I wish you would have said something. It is your show, it is your channel. But I could see in Gary's face, man, he thought it was handled. And it is live. It's live TV. Hey, I used to have the Brave and the Bold. You know, one of the many reasons I stopped doing that, and I will do it once upon a time. The reason I stopped doing it was because I hate fucking hosting. And I didn't have thousands of fucking people in my chat and need a producer and have all these super chats and have all this other stuff to keep track of and guests and all the different, get links to different people because different people come in at different times. I don't know how Matt does it on the MFer. That's hard. And so him not defending him in that moment, I don't think he deserves that much blame for. But I mean, according to Doomcock, because I was on the member stream, I am a member. He said that he had reached out to him and hadn't got anything back. But at the same time, apparently Gary, and I remember his channel as well. I wasn't on the member stream today or yesterday. Gary has said, something positive. I can't remember specifically. Something along the lines positive. But I do think Ryan was wrong. Like, hey, a lot of people are sick of what Doomcock says because they're sick of the Kathleen Kennedy thing. But like Doomcock has a lot of other stuff that he's come out on that has either been proven right or been proven to have credence to it. Again, in the rumor game, nothing's going to be 100%. But I feel a lot of the issue is the concept of a rumor channel at all. Like the concept of rumor. Hell, Rajesh Tell, I see you. I see just another red shirt. He's not just another red shirt. He's the red shirt. Let's see. That's Brutal Noble. What did Eric K say? Those people lie. You're a polar bear is written all over your fuzzy face. Oh, Noble. Here's Noble. I think Gary's trying to push Doomcock. I think Gary's trying to push Doomcock out of Inquisition because he's cutting his bottom line. Gary has walls who sends thousands of dollars every stream. Gary don't want this to go to Inquisition. I disagree with that 100%. I don't think Gary. I don't think that. I don't know who the jump man is. He says he does his Doom penis impression. It's embarrassing and a bad take on the Fandom Menace. I don't have a drinking problem. I have problems, so I drink. So that's sometimes how I kind of feel. I even heard a rumor that I'm not really a polar bear, and someone told me last week they hate it when I say hello. Who the thunk? I like the hello. Oof. The funny thing is RK Outpost is mostly a rumors channel too. Huh. RK's mistake was, in my opinion, putting Gary on the spot. Doomcock said even if this stuff had been said on RK channel, he could have let it slide. I do remember him saying that. I don't think that's true, Noble. I think they've been friends for a while. They were friends before any of them were big. Either of them were big channels. I fucking saw Inquisition randomly like from 2018 or something. Or you know what I mean? So they've been doing this for a while, 2018 and 2019. As somebody said fucking a year or so ago, year and a half ago, this was a hobby of Gary's and it became the way he pays, feeds his whole family within a year. And that's like a crazy thing to think about. I would be frightened if I don't have a family. I'd be frightened if this was like my only income source after being a hobby. You know what I mean? This time next year, it's like, oh my God, I hope I have something. And you know what else? Another thing is, this is not an isolated incident. I think, I don't know if I'm not going to say I don't care about the health of the community. The community's been really kind to me. You guys have been nothing but sweet to me. But I really think, Angela's Draven said came back into the fandom in 2019 after Captain Marvel. They were doing it then. So this is a long thing, early 2018. Drunk 3PO chimed in. What did Drunk 3PO say? I don't know if everyone should have chimed in. I don't even know if Jeremy should have chimed in. I don't think his video helped any either. It seems too many people to capitalize off conflicts of larger channels in the community, each punching up at the larger group above them. There's a lot of division. Like I said, after that fucking asshole splooshing everybody's faces first, and concerned, and then affiliated gamers and that out. And Uche, attacked the fans right after and called Rippers a bitch, and then he apologized and he argued with Mr. 8, but they ended up hashing it out. And then, there was EVS talking shit. Everybody had something to say. Even EVS chimed in on this. And it's just like everybody has something to say. That's why I think it's dead, because it's like there's so much attacking. It's been a villain of the week every week. There's an argument to be made that a lot of just conceptually, the idea of saying this woke thing bad is getting annoying. Me personally, I've talked about it many a time. I don't want to be CNN where a blue hair land whale is my Trump. That's why. Hey, where's the fucking? Yeah, I go. Got my little SNES USB controller and to play some retro games. Probably do that later on tonight. And it's like I don't understand. I do understand. Somebody said I thought the Fandom Menace was just a hashtag, and that decentralization has advantages and disadvantages. The biggest disadvantage is the inability to hash things out. There is no formal way for people to deal with their disagreements. This was not an isolated incident. There have been little semi jabs that I thought were directed too much to Doomcock and not enough to the rumor itself. And I don't think that was fair. So there has to be, and there should have been, a way of saying, hey, if there's a disagreement, hash it out. I haven't really had too many disagreements. But in fact, I remember when there was when EVS, and maybe they still have it, I don't pay enough attention to know. EVS and Walton were having something, right? And maybe, again, I don't know if they're still dealing with it, because I don't follow. I mean, I was streaming Walton a bunch of times. I like Walton. And I got respect for EVS. But I went and reached out to some. Well, we actually had other reasons to talk, but I made sure there was somebody in the community. I wanted to make sure there was no miscommunication between me and him. I wanted to make sure we were all on the same page, and we were cool, and there was no issues, because there had been little incidents where maybe there's some miscommunication on both of our ends. And I made sure I went to them and said, hey, we're cool, and we talked and joked, and everything was cool. You know what I mean? Because I don't want anything I didn't want a similar thing to happen, because it seemed like that had some long-standing beef, that maybe they had some issues back in the day, and when this shit happened with the Snyder, that reignited their issues. So I didn't want that to happen with me. And there's no formal way of that happening. There was no formal way when the whole Tom thing happened. There was no formal way when, again, the EVS thing and everyone, or the disagreement over how the Zack Snyder thing should have been handled. There was no formal way of guys hashing it out. There was nothing in paper, because there's nothing on paper, because the decentralization is an advantage, but the disadvantage is a lack of organization. And unfortunately, it's resulted into where my small ass has 30 some odd people watching me because I put the damn Fandom Menace in the damn thing. So now EVS and Walton, the secret thing talked about. Gary attacked Doomcock for 3 weeks. I don't know if he attacked, but I did think, like, man, you gotta separate the rumor for the separate the meat from the fat. This rumor beef business can be great for impressions and attention. Look at Harry and Megan. I don't know if it's gonna be that good for Harry to be a buck. You mean somebody got triggered? Where's the trigger? I've only had an issue with one person in the community in almost 2 years. Let's see. It wasn't a secret. Walton did a spicy. Yeah, it was a spicy video. As a guest, respect the rules of your host. Don't throw shade on someone else's channel. Yeah, I didn't think he needed to throw shade on his channel. Like I said, like I showed this little Kathleen Kennedy watch thing they did. That threw shade on the rumor itself, and there was no issue with that. I don't think this is just rumor. Ryan did make jokes on FNT for the last 3 weeks. Let's see. Disappointed. Gary really thought he and Doomcock were friends. I think they are. I think they are friends. I see everybody has a side to pick, and that's unfortunate. That's why I think the fandom, I don't think it's recovering from this. I think the channels will still exist, but unfortunately, so many people don't realize that, again, you don't have 400,000 or 300,000 or 800,000, whatever subs, and then the other person has a separate 300,000 subs. You know what I mean? There's the same amount of people on all these channels. That's why my man Darius Munchausen, I can see him in a Doomcock chat. I can see him in FNT chat. I can see him in my own chat. I can see him in Moira Kitty's chat. You know what I'm saying? And I could be on the panel with him in Moira Kitty, or him and Yins. You know what I'm saying? Because the same sub, that's not the different sub for any of them, any of us. It's the same guy sub to all these channels. And hell released the McCracken. Shout out to Chris Pratt. Shout out to Brightest Day. And this is not what business partners do either. Yeah, I don't. But golly, live. This is live TV, bro, or live YouTube. You know what I mean? I almost got 40 people. Let's see. I didn't know one thing about this network. They all start talking to each other the moment something rocks the boat. It's counterproductive to conflict resolution. Bro, me and somebody in this chat were just talking about this in a separate situation. Hell Canal Is he in the chat? That would be funny if he is. But I know everybody's picking sides. But me and somebody in this chat, we're talking about a totally different situation where there was basically a troll, and the person didn't want to say the troll's name, and it's like, how the fuck is anyone supposed to know this troll exists if nobody says their name? But everyone's all, you don't want to say. It's like, the fuck? How are people supposed to hash things out? And so the two issues I see, the two fundamental issues, is let me see. The two fundamental issues. I'll get into that, and I gotta read you guys in the chat. You guys have been just incredible. And you know, I agree that at this point, I think they got to work it out in private and public. They got to work it out in private, and they all got to go on stream and hash the shit out. And yeah, part of the problem, all these people talking, 99% of the people have a clue what was said on the stream, what was said after. I agree. Another issue of the problem, it was I saw Jeremy did a stream and he said, oh, people were attacking. He made it seem like Doomcock has sent people to attack a lot of the Geeks and Gamers channels. Meanwhile, Doomcock had put out a tweet that says, I don't blame Jeremy. He has a good channel. I actually tweeted at him. I said, explain to me like I'm 5. How is this, attacking Geeks and Gamers? It's funny. People forget what happened with Gina Carano got fired, ladies and gents. A lot of people went to every Star Wars vid and they start downvoting and, putting Gina Carano quotes in the chat. Gina Carano didn't tell them to do that. The fans did that because they felt violated. Clearly, there's a lot of fans on everyone's side. There are fans of Ryan Cannell who feel like Doomcock is being butthurt. There are fans of Doomcock who felt offended that you called him a fucking retard for just listening to a rumor. You know what I mean? And so people are reacting based upon that fandom. You can't. Somebody said it earlier. We're all individuals. We're all supposed to be. Well, I don't know how everybody. There's a couple of us young, but most of us are adults. And I think at this point, they have to get this. They have to. If the fandom is supposed to survive, they have to do both public and private. And I apologize if I missed someone's chat because I'm a bit flustered myself because usually I don't have this many people in my chat. But like I was trying to say earlier before my ADD kicked in, there's two fundamental issues. One, I don't think people understand how rumor channels work, or that you shouldn't shoot the messenger with rumor channels. Hell, a few months ago, I think I defended Grace Randolph. So because I felt like some of the shit she said came true, some of the shit didn't. And that's just it. And then the other thing is there's just not a fundamental way for people to hash issues out that clearly needs to exist, because this is not the first set of issues that had a thing. And it's us fans who had to put up with this drama. That's why the quote of the day, and I didn't agree with everything my man Noble said, and is it still up there? Damn it, I have so many chats. I can't go back to it, but he said he's unsubbed to everybody. And you know something? There are going to be a lot of people who unsub to everybody involved. Unsub to Doomcock, unsub to Gary, unsub to the just wash their hands of all of it. There are going to be people who do that, and you cannot blame them, because this is, as at VW, they got some flagging right after, including some who had done 0 and not even remotely involved. That's what Jeremy tweeted. I'm talking about his live stream, not necessarily his tweet, his live stream. Noble unsub from everybody. And I'm not saying they should have been flagged. That's fucked up. I'm not a fan. That's bullshit to flag people who weren't involved, but don't blame the other guy for that. You have to remember that fans are going to have behavior, because when Ryan Cannell said that, he didn't just say that to Doomcock. He said that to fans of Doomcock, unfortunately. And I like Ryan Cannell. Like I said, he's shown up in this chat. He's been respectful to me. Everybody involved has been so respectful to me. That's why I almost feel like I don't really want to, even I don't really want to say shit, because like Ryan Cannell, Gary, and Doomcock all know who I am, which they shouldn't, and they all have been respectful and supportive of me. All of them have. But Teenage Wasteland, it's us fans who have to deal with this shit. And you know what? We can talk all the shit about the left eating their own, but man, this looks a little bit cannibalistic itself. Yeah, and YouTube has done that to me with Gary and Doomcock as well. Oof. Let's see. Ooh. I don't know, Darius. I don't know. Do you think? And we were because I don't want to dox him, but yeah, me and Darius were talking about a troll. And do you think it's a coincidence that the drama is popping off between channels at the same time? These bot attacks have returned, and an unnamed troll has returned. And that's an interesting thing because the bot attacks. So another thing that happened is there was some N-word, and I don't mean ninja, bot attacks for Doomcock around the same time, and me and Darius noticed those same attacks at Moira Kitty's channel and a lot of smaller channels. There was a guy fucking with Slasher and Moira and a lot of these other smaller channels. So there's definitely some trolls out, and it made things even worse. Mag says, I might have to eventually unsub to everyone if the people keep bringing up stupid drama and infighting. I deal with enough in real life. Yes, this is not my real life. I mean, goodness gracious, do you guys know how fucking hard this past year has been for me? Like, fuck. The reason I've been doing this is as therapy. Like, man, my job was stressful. My depression kicked in really bad. If you can already know, you can notice if you watch these videos, I've gained weight and I was already a fat fuck. I'm just now in this position. Like the past 6 months, I studied for this personal certification test. I had a really intense job, and I maintained this YouTube channel. That took the shit out of me, man. And even before that, last year I was going through a toxic relationship. I had a lot of shit going on, right? And this YouTube thing, this channel, and following other channels was a source of therapy, a source of fun. If it can't be that, man, I can't blame anyone for unsubbing. What the fuck are we? Motherfucker, I might as well have fucking Roundhead Johnson call me a toxic man, baby, if I'm gonna have to deal with all this shit every week. It's not just like it's not like this is just one thing. It's not every week. Come on, man. Yeah, Deej says some of them know who those show, but there was a similar. The thing is that there was a similar attack on Doomcock. And I'm not trying to mold Voldemort. And that's my question. Why did he go off of Doomcock in such a loud, blunt manner? Oh, because he had nothing else to talk about. You know what? Shout out to Tommy. He said this when we were on. I was on Yenz's channel. Yenz Peter, manly man. Check out Yenz Peter. I love Yenz. He brought up this point. Tommy, the guinea pig. I can't think of his channel offhand. I apologize. Great channel though. He said, you know what? I think because the news has been a little slow, people are starting to attack each other. And I said, God damn, I think there's something to that. You know what? You guys have been so cool in the chat. I'm just going to pick a point and then just go. David Blair said, unsub from RK. That sucks. Are you the max? Used to be on Toxic Femininity. I'm not sure. And then Eric K. I'm skipping messages I already read. Blame no one from unsubbing from everyone. People do not need the drama. That's the thing. Oh man, Drew JD too says, I'm glad I'm not a fan of Doomcock anymore. That's sad. I'm still with Doom, and I'm still with everybody. I'm still with everybody. And Noble, you know what? Why? I will ask you this. I can understand. Let's say you're a diehard Doomcock fan. Nothing wrong with that. No shame. I'm not shaming anyone who fans Ryan Cannell either. Like I said, Ryan Cannell's been nothing but nice to me. But okay, let's say you're just like, you don't fuck with Ass. You don't fuck with Gary. You don't fuck with Geeks and Gamers. Why does Odin, Tom, comics, and even Culture Casino, like, why do they have to be hitting the crossfire? Why? Hey, Drew, JD2, sick of dumb rumors. Hey, I get it. If you don't want rumor channels, if you just say, I don't like rumor channels, that's fine. But after you accept that they exist, I don't understand what, like, hey, rumors are not always going to be right. There's no reason to unsubscribe from anyone unless you've been personally slighted. Which troll is this? I don't think we can say the name. I forgot. Hey, honestly, because I didn't know who the fucking guy was. I forgot the guy's name. Yeah, I already said that comment. Someone's know who the troll. Unsub for the BBC. The British Broadcasting Company, not the show with Gary and Az. RK has no filter. I unmembered from Midnight's Edge after the Mecha Random thing because they didn't handle it in private. Jack of all casual said this place would be for escapism, not high school drama all over again. Agreed. Tree Rock Creation said, I saw your stream a few nights ago when you said that you didn't know exactly you wanted what you want in a YouTube career. Yeah, I absolutely said that, and I still don't. That's why I'm going to do retro game stream. I was already like a few weeks ago said I'm not part of Fandom Menace because I just like I don't. This is too. There's something real fun about this. I love all you guys. I'm not going to not do anything with anyone. But I'm not a cult member. I'm not in a competitive agreement, and this is an excuse to have a relative like to stab people. Whoa, what was the reference in there? Is this? I'm not sure. No, boy, Zach doesn't do live streams. The man is wise. Hey, there's something to that. Yeah, dude, I'm not here for that. Talking about the drama. Not a fan of censorship. That's why I like Ryan says what everyone else wants to say. But I didn't want to say Doomcock is wrong. And I don't even know why people are like, if you don't believe the rumor, then move on. If same, I already been stressed to the limit in 2019 because of the tremendous family. And then 2020 hit. I was unemployed. Stress that made me gain a lot of weight. Yes, and I get it. It's not the first time you see Ryan go off on Doomcock in a live stream. And that's kind of my counter to handle it in private. When I saw that, I'm like, Ryan, you clearly have an issue with Doomcock. You need to address that with him. Because you clearly have an issue with the guy. RFR, he's always blunt. Sometimes I agree, sometimes I don't. He can say what he wants. However, he comes from the school of respect your fans. That's another point. His statement definitely contradicted that. That's why I kind of brought the Gina Carano thing. You did shit in people's faces, Ryan. You gotta respect, you gotta understand that. Like, let's go back to the quote. Let's reset it. And actually I'll go because I got the thing muted. I do not. I mean, I think that little
Ask me every time. Instead of queer, I was like, "Oh, her employment status is unclear." Oh,
so what I'm gathering is like watching Kathleen Kennedy is much like searching for Bigfoot. Everyone's just keeping an eye, looking at contracts, seeing what she's doing.
The news is that Kathleen Kennedy is imminently going to be fired when her contract runs out.
Yeah.
Has she gone, or is she?
I don't think there's any issue with this.
Kathleen
No one would have an issue
employment
with this.
Status is queer.
This is just making fun of the rumor. This isn't making fun of the man. This is just the rumor.
And that was the update.
And I didn't burp it again.
If you actually believe like some fucking dude who says he got 8 different sources and has said 25 different things and none of them have come true, and you continue to hang on his every word when he says, oh, another source came out and said 80% of what I've told you is true. You are fucking retarded if you can't see that shit. You might as well go sip for Geeky Pixie. Like,
so I take it you don't buy it.
No, it's sorry. Are we talking about a particular source here, or am I missing like
tomato?
Yeah, I'm talking about if legitimately you're just hanging on the every word of Doomcock every time he fucking comes with one of these different rumors about the same fucking thing over and over again. Yeah, I think that's.
Do you have like a beef with him or something? Are you?
No,
what's the beef?
Like,
right?
Look, the first question after he says that is, do you have a beef with him? Because that's what I would think. Some people said, "Oh, he put like no, that crossed the line of criticizing the rumor that criticized Doomcock directly." And again, he said he's never gotten any. Or what was it? He had 25 things and literally none of them became true. That isn't true. Doomcock has gotten some things right, some things half right, some things wrong, because that's how rumors work. I'm gonna continue a little on so you get a little context for how it worked after and why I have been defensive of Gary, because he probably thought it was handled by the panel itself. So let's go on.
Yeah, I think that's.
Do you have like a beef with him or something? Are you?
No,
What's the beef, Ryan?
It sounds like you do.
Show me on the doll where he hurt you, Ryan.
He didn't hurt me.
Did he say you looked like a Flash Gordon supervillain or something?
So you see,
show me on the doll.
Gary looked like he was going to say something.
At the end of the day, I mean, I was, for the longest, we all hoped Kathleen Kennedy was gone, but I have come to the conclusion she's not going any fucking where until she's ready, and I think they've proven that. They publicly.
And they transitioned into the rumor and they talked about that. But like Gary looked like he was going to say something, and I think he probably figured it was handled. because they made fun of him. Where did Doomcock touch you? You know what I mean? Because it seemed extra. It was some extra spice to that. It wasn't just blunt criticism. It wasn't just saying what people thought. It was saying, "Hey, if you believe in Doomcock, you're a fucking no. I almost fucked up. I don't want to do. I'm not Mr. Misquote. I'm not trying to stir things up. I'm shocked that I got so many people in the chat. But yeah, I'm not trying to fuck things up. And Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective. That's the guy who I was on the stream with Yen. Shout out to Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective because he's the one who said, in his opinion, that there's not a lot of news and that's getting people to attack other people. So again, you could have the little Kathleen Kennedy Sasquatch was criticizing the rumor, saying that some guy who says he has 8 sources, he has said 25 things and literally none of them is coming true. And then when asked, mentioning Doomcock, that's attacking the man. That's attacking the credibility. And again, he is a rumor channel. So if he's a rumor channel and you're saying basically calling into question whether or not he has sources, you are attacking the core of what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? And he has a right to be upset. Now, should he be upset with Gary? I'm mixed on that, man. I'm mixed. I don't think I can understand how you might be upset with Gary in the same way I can understand why Gary's felt like, oh, they already handled it and it's on to the next, topic because there's 1,000 people, 5,000 people, 4,500 people, and all this other shit's going on. Still haven't been able to lose it. Yeah, losing weight. You talk about the weight and conditioning. It's the hardest thing on earth. This is kind of a tangent. Is when you used to work out and then you try again and you're nowhere close to what you were. It's so mentally hard to go through that process. I have to go through that process. I'm telling myself I need to just get on the fucking elliptical for 5 minutes and just if I do 5 minutes, I do 5 minutes. Next day do 6. Next day do 7. I got to get to myself to that point. And man, it is. You swimmers. So that's that. I understand that. Said no, and then just read the comment. Still haven't been able to lose it. Lost so much conditioning because of lockdowns and businesses closed. Used to swim as a form of exercise, but can't live in the Cali. I'm sorry, bro. Again, I understand it. And I see 70s rock fan. Hail friends. Hail everybody. All our fire. That's the point. The people in the channels remind me of idiots I hate in high school. I'm too old to let them get under my skin. Yeah. Let's see. No spine. I don't know, man. I don't think that was a lack of spine. I think Gary thought it was handled. I don't think Gary. It was live. I see why Doomcock is upset because his credibility got questioned by Ryan. And he felt like a friend didn't do anything for it. But I also see like Gary is just like he's really in the crossfire. It's his show live. It has a certain feel, has a certain kind of banter feel. And somebody said something live, and then they made fun of him right after. It wasn't like the panel kind of got on Ryan. You know what I mean? They didn't just let it go. They said, "Oh, do you have a beef with him? Where did he hurt you, Ryan?" You know what I'm saying? So they made fun of him, and he thought it was it. And I understand why Gary might thought it was it. And yeah, I don't know about. I mean, that's noble sport choice though. Ryan is good for sports wars because he likes having impassioned debates, but not everyone wants to have that type of convo. I know EVS and your boys Zach are doing recording interviews that are live streams as them too. I try not to get involved with fights with other people. If I'm not personally involved, I don't take sides usually. I'm trying not to take sides, but I do understand. I understand a lot of people's perspective. And holy shit, are you guys active in the chat? All right, I'm going to skip a lot of stuff. I apologize, guys. Ryan is free to do that on his own channel, but on a group stream of someone else's. RK has issues, period. Wow. There's lots of differences in opinion. 41 people. This is the most people I've ever had in the chat. Wouldn't be shocked if somebody involved is in the chat because again, all of them have. I know for a fact Doomcock. I know for a fact Gary has been one of the biggest evangelists I've had, and I've seen Ryan in the chat. So I know for a fact everyone has watched Vigilante Williamson. I don't want to see the DC RK differences hashed out in the live stream. The Uche versus Mr. H stream was horrendous. I think they need to hash it out in private, go on a live stream together, do something together, just say, okay, this is where we are. Because again, there's a collective fan base. But hey, I understand difference in opinion. Maybe you're not. I do like him though. He makes me laugh a lot. Talking to Ryan. Yeah. Well, hey, as long as you're entertained. Listen, I'm in a fucking mask with a headband, a do-rag, and whatever. This is actually this is not a do-rag. This is actually like a second skin mask because it was one of the many masks I thought about. So I am not someone to talk about anyone's with issues. And Man of War 665, neighbor of the beast is in here. Damn, already stripped to the waist. Let's see. I would love to do voiceover work for Animation Tree Rock Creations. What's the best way to reach me? How about Vigilante Williamson at Proton Mail? Hit me up there, or I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitter. Or Minds. I like Minds a little bit better. Gary's the connecting point between Ryan and DC. He's in an unfair position. I really do think he's in an unfair position. Even though I get Doomcock's beef, but it's a very unfair position for Gary. And I'm like, goodness, this is live TV. I personally think he's referring to fans taking what he said as fact and not rumor, but that's not what he said. And I get that. If he would have said something along those lines, I get it, because that's a fair criticism to say, hey, these are rumors and they've been said before. Anyone who believes these if he would have said, listen, these rumors keep going around. Here's nothing. Doomcock's not the only one who's ever reported that Kathleen Kennedy is going to be fired, ladies and gentlemen. Other people have reported it, and even Cameron Pasha said he's heard things like that. So there's something to this. But if he had said, hey, these rumors have been out so many times, you got to stop fucking believing them, and did one of his Ryan Cannell-isms, I don't think it would have been a big deal. But he mentioned Doomcock by name. And yeah, even Rags had a what the fuck moment. Clearly it felt awkward. Agreed. Subscribers are the channel. DC is protective of his followers. Remember, he was more upset that they were insulted. And I think a lot of them were definitely insulted. A lot of them definitely felt insulted. Hell, you know what? It's okay to have hope. Listen, even if Kathleen Kennedy's fired, even if fucking Pablo's fired, they fired a story group and they rehired Gina, and that's not gonna bring me fucking back. There's too many sins from Disney and Lucasfilm and Marvel and all. Like, fuck you guys. You've been trying to destroy society. You're gonna need a lot more than just firing the right people and hiring the right people to bring me back. You need to redo. You need to stop fucking your social Marxism, your cultural Marxism. You also fucking need to toss out movies and toss out seasons of television that other people tell me is good before I'll come back to anything Disney's done. Disney's dead to me, and firing this bitch is not gonna do anything. You know what I mean? Not for me personally. And yeah, I understand a lot of people were upset. As Nick Weiser said, Ryan is a protect the fans guy or don't attack the fans guy, and he attacked the fans. He's like a mirror universe of Doogie Howser. Okay, lame joke. Yeah. If your contract runs out, it's technically not being fired. That's also fair. But for this bitch, she's a powerful motherfucker, bro. She got fucking Harvey Weinstein's assistant a job, and Harvey Weinstein's assistant was able to get a show basically produced off of her own clout. There's some powerful bitches, man. Hell, JD. Just look at the thread Ducomp did a week ago about the Asian tennis player who didn't want to do interviews, and look who was attacking him then. I did not see that thread. And hey, Tommy, I mentioned you earlier. Because I stole your point, and I credited, unlike Chrissy Mayer, that your point where you said that because the news, and no disrespect to Chrissy, I like Chrissy, but and it was a rumor about John Cena fucking Amy Schumer, which millions of people also had, but I said it on the Culture Crime Fires that she sent it to FNT. But anyways, Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective was on a stream with Yins, and Tommy said, there's a lot, the news is slowed up, and because of that, that's a reason that a lot of people are starting to attack each other. I think there's something to it. Yeah, the whole EFAP crew felt a bit awkward. So, okay, he named them. I think that's disrespectful. I think if you don't want Yin's channel, I see Yin's in there. If you don't want hell Yin's, Manly Man Yin's, if you don't want rumors channels to exist, that's one thing. But after you have rumors channels in existence, some of the things they say are going to be right. Some of the things they say are going to be wrong. Sometimes they'll re-report things over and over. Let's take another sports thing. You guys remember Dak Prescott? How fucking long did it take for him to get his contract? It took like 2 or 3 years of back and forth, and there were rumors every week about that. And I'm sure it probably got exhausting, But it wasn't because the individual reporters were making shit up about Dak. Well, I'm sure some do because sports news. But you get what I'm saying. It was there was a reason it took 2 or 3 years for Dak Prescott's contract to come across. So if you heard a rumor 2 years ago that it's about to happen and it didn't, you may think the guy who said it is full of shit, but maybe they had information that told them Dak Prescott's contract is going to be finalized today, and it didn't happen. And Jake D is watching on 2 times to catch up. Yeah, it's a lot to catch up on, man. This is the biggest episode of the Vigilante Williamson show I ever had. Lord Runner is showing up. Everybody is showing up well-dressed. Well-dressed. One of the younger members of the collective. Yeah, he shouldn't have named Doomcock. And he should have just kept this strictly to the rumor. If you kept it on the rumor, then none of this happens. None of this happens, man. If you would just say, hey, I think the rumor's bullshit, no problem. No problem. I'll type slower than JT. Hell, Deej, everyone's saying Heej. So I'm 45 minutes behind. I'm probably like 20 minutes behind on chats. Oh, 10 minutes behind. Where's the beef? No, the real question is, where is the love? Sorry, I'm not as good of a singer as Doomcock. Well, let's have auto-tune. Rags and Ads were trying to get more from Ryan there. Yeah, they fucked with him a little bit, and they challenged him a little bit because it was a bit harsh. You could have came at the rumor and not him. Darius, what up, bud? Rags is hilarious. Need to catch more EFAP streams. Yeah, EFAP streams are so long, it's hard for me to do it. Things is, Brits made fun of Ryan with good reason. He stepped way out of line and somehow is butthurt. Huh. Doomcock overreacted, in my humble opinion. If it was isolated, I would agree with you, but there have been jabs going on. That's the only thing. It's like, and again, he is a rumor channel, and you're basically trying to call in the credibility of whether or not he has sources. They made it right. The thing is, and I think this is why Doomcock is mad. You basically are implying, you're soft implying that I'm making shit up. That's what Doomcock's perspective is, and that, you know what? I hate to. No, I'm not gonna keep playing the game because the last thing I fucking want to do, I don't want to live long enough to see myself become the villain. And somebody mentioned all these small. I'm not trying to get clout off of this. I did not expect nearly 50 people to show up in one of my chats, and it's crazy. And you're not missing much. You're really not. We're all just kind of hashing out, trying to figure. Everyone has a different opinion. I have my own. 70s rock fan says Ryan has father issues. I don't know about that. It's extra all right. Exactly my thought, says release the McCracken. And I'm not sure which because I've been rambling all day. Somehow Ryan hates Doomcock with no reason, lying about Doomcock being wrong is stupid and childish. Yeah. Don't get nervous. It's just us. Yeah. Well, I like VW stream. Yeah, they're solid. Sup, Draven? And Angela's Draven. And all my opinion of all this is boobs. Yeah, boobs are nice. Hell, Cast in the Shadows. I owe you money because somebody bought shirts. So sorry, man. I will pay you soon. Probably after the stream. Only like $5, but hey, it's better than nothing. Apart from those 15 seconds, the episode FNT was the funniest I've watched. Says Rajesh Taylor. Got to be honest, I'm with Ryan on this. He addressed what he said at a stream. Yes, I did not see Ryan's stream. But he literally, the thing why I'm not is because he said 25 different things and he's never got anything right. That's not true. Doomcock has gotten things right. Maybe not regards to this. And I brought up the Dak Prescott situation. That was a 2-year playing out situation. Took a long time. It was not something that happened immediately. And if you would have got a rumor a couple years ago that said Dak Prescott's going to be signed in the next week and it didn't happen, you may think the person who reported it was full of shit because it took 2 or 3 years for it to happen. But maybe it was supposed to be signed and then it just didn't get signed for another reason. If Ryan would have kept it on the rumor itself, I don't think anyone would have had a problem. But he put some extra hot sauce on it. So, and again, Doomcock is a rumor channel. And if you're calling into his credibility, not the credibility of the rumor, his credibility, I understand him having an issue. I understand. Just remember, I don't think I'll blow up though. because I barely like I've said that like there are channels that have just started that are already better at YouTube than me. I'm a live stream shit talker. I do not know how to make YouTube videos. Therefore, it is very unlikely that I will gain enough traction on a platform that is video based. Now, it'd be nice if I figure it out, but I don't necessarily know that that'll happen. And again, as much fun as this is not my not my life. Yeah, he's attacking somebody. It is somebody, but you know what? A lot of people, this is their a huge income source or their main income source. He's attacking the reputation of business. There's a way of criticizing. They literally did it the segment before or a second before with the little Sasquatch thing of Kathleen Kennedy. You can make fun of the rumor. Don't have to make fun of the man. And when you attack a channel, you also attack the fans. It's a domino effect. I'm not taking sides, just pointing out. And that's another thing. The fact that so many people have to take sides, and so many people are taking sides. So many people are taking sides in this chat. I'm with Ryan. I'm with Doomcock. I get the look at how many of you guys. I do not have this many people in my normal chats. This obviously has a lot of people up in arms, or at least intrigued. And I at the end of the day, I do hope that it gets hashed out. But I think they're going to have to do something public as well, because like I said earlier, there are only however many fans that are being shared amongst the collective. Rumors should be kept open-minded, and people shouldn't really take it's serious, because this kind of stuff happens. We'll take it serious. And that's another thing. Doomcock always says, take it with a grain of salt. And yeah, you're right about this. Eat a lot more meat, less bread. Low carbs does help as far as the weight loss. But yeah, what did DJ Odyssey say is truth? Oh, you talking about me? Yeah, maybe. But yeah, Doomcock always tells you to take the rumors with a grain of salt. And I think a lot of people are really upset at the concept of a rumors channel. That's what the issue is. That's why I said the person whose opinion I respect the most, and I haven't seen him in the chat, is New Bomb Turk. He says, I don't like rumors channels. And I'm like, oh, I can respect that. Once you say you don't like rumors channels, your beef is at least more legitimate than people who listen to the rumors, but if they don't like the rumors, or the rumors take a long time to develop, they get upset. Hey, I'm not getting this triggered over Kathleen Kennedy. I don't give a fuck what all these Hollywood demons do. RK should not have gone after Doom's money. That's the kind of video he does. So that's a direct attack of man channel. Yeah, that's the thing. He's a rumor channel. He does his cool live streams, which I love, but he's a rumors channel. So if you're going to say if you're going to make fun of the man's sources, and you're going to say that he said 25 different things that's never come true, when that's obviously not the case, he has said things that have come true. That's why the hashtag Doomcock was right thing has been an effect when it came to the Ash Jedi, and even the Ash Jedi Assembly cut, the so-called Lucas cut. Other people have reported on that. Other people, only God knows if the rumors about Robert Pattinson and Zoe Kravitz are true, but Doomcock reported on it months before everyone else did, and so it got credence in the mainstream media. Come down to Houston this summer. You know what? I actually will probably be in Houston at some point this summer, because I got to visit my brother. He's in the Houston area. I like Houston. True. Always has something to see. I like to think. Agree with this. Weightlifting is more fun than cardio. But you got to do both. Oh, man. I'm cutting soda out of my diet, trying to eat better now since I have a trip to the... Oh, no. Angela's Draven, how are you doing? Have a stone to pass. Holy smokes. Well wishes in the chat for my man Angela's Draven, because that's no fun. That is no fun. And as somebody, as you know, like if you guys notice, I'm adjusting stuff, my back hurts. Oh, you see the NWO shirt, new world order. But yeah, my back hurts. So and I have knee pain. I'm always in pain because of my fucking weight. I got to get myself right. And cutting, you said soda, I call it pop because I'm from Detroit. I got to cut pop out of my damn diet. It's killing me. I got fucking 2 bottles of pop in the fridge now. I'm fucking up. Oh, sheesh. The chat jumped. I'm trying to get everyone's chat. Manly Man Yin says, I am with Doomcock. I am with Ryan. I wish I was with that Star Wars girl. Oh, Yins. The Manly Man Yins. Hey there, V-Star. Hey there, Nancy. Hey there. You want to talk about some drama? She had some dramatic shit going on around her way. Shit, it was the trap house. All sorts of dramatic shit going on. Yeah, and I was in that member stream. Instead of the Inquisition saying his audience is assaulted and abused. Well, man, he did insult the audience. And I will tomorrow. Tomorrow there shall be a P.O. box. There shall be a P.O. box tomorrow, Ogre Squash. And I'll do another Vigilante Williamson show. Part of the reason of keeping this focused on just the whole little fandom drama is to let stories pile up so I can cover them all tomorrow. I did not expect this many people in my chat. And shout out to anyone involved who is listening, because again, I know some of you listen. And you know what? Feel free to make yourself known if you're here. And you know, I get everyone's picking sides. And goodness gracious, I was pissed when I didn't get my Inquisition. I just knew that this was not big enough, and that Gary and them were going to hash it out, and that was going to be the end of it. And when it didn't, I just got angry. But brother, I'm not sure if you're looking at this chat, there are definitely some Doomcock fans who genuinely feel insulted, and I really hate that some of them, and I think it's fucked up that any of them flagged anybody. I think that's the bullshit shit ever. But that shows you they're pissed, and Doomcock did not tell them to flag anyone, and I didn't like that implication that Doomcock is like, okay, you're doing what people have done to you. You're literally doing what people have done to you. Somebody said this is what the SJWs want. If I wish I could find that comment. Oh, yeah, Killy Child. Hell, Killy Child. This is what the SJWs want. I agree with that. Definitely what they want. Fandom Menace is dead, bro. Turn out the lights. The party's over. We're about to get to the title. They say that all good things must end. So yeah, I think the and this is one of many things. Keep attacking the collective. Everyone has to pick sides. The fact that there's no formal way to hash things out is an issue. And Soul Assassin, you know, I tend to go with this. I do like arcade. I like Sports Wars. I watch Sports Wars more than any other Geeks and Gamers affiliated channel. That's just the truth. I do like Sports Wars. I like Doomcock a lot. I've called him and Gary Doomcock my supervillain uncle that I never knew I had, and Gary my uncle that I never knew I had. You know, I joked on Twitter, my internet dads are fighting. I like all these parties. I really do. Listening while I plant some herbs. I need some herbs. We do not kneel. But I think, like I said, Killy Child, I don't think this fandom is I don't think this is a collective anymore. And this is just one of many things that have been at it or attacked it. I never wish to have to take sides in this Geeks and Gamers group, but we can't be infighting. People like KK are laughing right now. You don't like a style creator, don't watch, but don't attack. I agree with this. Isn't this the simplest thing? If you don't like rumors channels, like I said, New Bomb Turk, the opinion I respect the most. I don't like rumors channels. The end. It's over. I don't like rumors channels. Don't watch Doomcock. You don't like rumors channels. But don't criticize him for being a rumors channel, because that's really what you're saying. Because this rumor didn't come true. It's a rumor. And again, I brought up the Dak Prescott situation for football, and I know sports ball is not everybody's cup of tea, but I know some of you cup of tea. Some of use cup of tea. And that took, 2 or 3 years to resolve itself. So if somebody said a rumor halfway through is going to be signed this week, and they were wrong, and you yelled at them, it's not because they were assholes. It was because that's what they're reporting at. And it's all about balance. Everything in balance is all things should be. Ace Mr. Freeze did not watch it. Don't give a flute. Don't give a flute about rumors. Don't give a flute about name calling. It's pretty funny, all that drama. Pretty funny. That's his opinion. WW Wonder Woman, says Shinoculus P. T-bone steaks over weightlifting over cardio. I see. Not wrong there. Most of it isn't supposed to be taken seriously. However, there are people that go on the deep end. This can be applied to all sides. Agreed. Oof, you guys are so active. So I'm probably just going to be reacting to you guys in the chat for the rest of the show. I do respect both Doomcock and Ryan. I actually thought the KK joke was something F&T made just to make fun of KK. I didn't know it was related to Doomcock. Hate to see it's just a drama thing. The joke was related to KK. Ryan is the one who said stuff about Doomcock. And, you know, as much as Doomcock could have potentially handled things personally, I feel like Ryan should have handled things personally because clearly he had an issue with Doomcock. Clearly, he had an issue, and it was probably, oh, I'm just sick of this rumor. But it's a rumor, and I'm up to 50 people. This is insane. Thank you for all sharing, or sharing is caring. This is insane. I guess this is a pro capitalism channel. If you want to send a super chat, the stream element bot is spamming. There it is. It happens to be right there. Hell Lorthoff. And Angelus Draven is. I hope he gets better, man. That pass the stone does not sound good. So I'm not sure if you left because there's so many people in the chat. I can't keep up. I literally can't keep up. But yeah, if you're into super chatting is your thing, I appreciate it. Never ever obligated, and always appreciated if you want to do that. And I'm going to try to get to everyone's regular chats as much as I can. Anna is strange, says Noble Iro. Again, I'm in a fucking mask, so I'm not going to be criticizing anyone as far as strangeness. At least the Kraken 1,000% right. They're eating popcorn. Absolutely. But one thing I will kind of semi-push back on, it's like, everybody's not going to agree with each other all the time. Brothers fight. It's okay for people to have disagreements, but people do have to come together if that's the thing. And again, I don't know if that's the thing. There's no formal way for people in the Fandom Menace to hash out disagreements. That's clear to me, because the whole Mecha of Time thing was clear. That could have been handled in a different way. The reaction to the Zack Snyder thing could have been handled in a different way. And so now you don't have the disadvantage of decentralization is no formal procedure for how things should be handled. And that's coming to a head here. And related, even when we're fighting over people, there's people say that the only ones that are winning over this drama are Hollywood elites. Hollywood elites will eventually fail because they're not good at what they're doing. And at the end of the day, the only thing that's going to change this is new IP, new creators coming up with their own IP and putting it out there in opposition to Hollywood. There's no other way to win this war, as far as I'm concerned. Wishes with Nita Infinity. John Talks would like to have a word with you. Bryce Day says Anna is fire. 43 in the chat. Go VW. Like I said, got up to 50. Who knew the salt must flow? And who knew was back here before any of you? Who knew? And Anthony Perion are guys I've had before I was even involved with the quote unquote Fandom Menace. Haven't watched Yellow Flash stream on Saturday. Okay. Yes, please smash that like button. Smash that like button like you guys would want to smash your favorite YouTuber. Woo! Shout out to Ric Flair. I'm in the North Carolina area, so shout out to Ric Flair. Ric Flair drip go woo on the bitch. We need real ass people. Yeah, we do. You need to dish out some YouTube justice, buddy. Sort this stuff. I'm trying. Hey, you know what? Listen, I have a sneaking suspicion someone involved has been in this chat. There's too many people in. And again, if you guys want to come on my channel or come on a different channel, we can start a new channel just for it. It doesn't have to be mine, and I'll moderate it if you want. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I meant to start off with this joke, but I was talking fucking Fireball. He said, yeah, we're going to skip Culture Crime Fighters for a week. Let me see if is it. Yeah, we're going to skip Culture Crime Fighters and we can start beefing. I think we need to fight WrestleMania. I'm going to have Anita Sarkeesian in my corner. He's going to have Brie Larson on his corner. We're going to fight over the Intercontinental Championship. I'm coming for you, Fireball. That's a Booker T reference. I love Matt. Love Matt like a brother. I don't believe Doomcock told anyone to FF for a second. FF? Final Fantasy? I'm sorry. I'm a boomer. You got to explain FF to me. Trinaculus P. Hopefully I remember that by the time you get to it. Shh, you can't talk about trap houses today. And let me know if you're still down later. Okay, yeah, we won't talk about trap houses. But yeah, I should be. I'm not sure about the time, though. It may not be the same time. Only thing, you and me both, I want some Exozone so bad. There's been so much shit. I really want Exozone. Last KK episode says Star Wars rumors in the title. I agreed. Fandom Menace criticized SJWs, then go by like SJW pussy when incel SJW pussy when someone takes a swipe. Man up, ladies. Man. Again, Anthony Perion and Who Knew the Salt Must Flow. OG fans of me, and I appreciate it. But I understand why it's like, well, I understand why Doomcock's upset. Again, his credibility was definitely called in question. I understand why Ryan was criticizing the individuals who go too hard in the rumor. And if he would have kept it just on the rumor, not the man, this wouldn't even be happening. But that has to go both ways, right? You know, why be so angry? Even the EFAP crew was like, "Hey, do you have beef with him?" That was the first response. Do you have beef with Doomcock? So it couldn't have been. It wasn't as innocent as people want to make it out to be. If that's the first response, Joe Rogan needs to get Doomcock and Ryan on the show to trash it out on the MMA ring. Oh no. I don't know if you guys saw that fucking Floyd Mayweather shit where Floyd Mayweather love tapped Logan Paul for 8 rounds after he got gassed in 2. I did not pay for that shit, but that was a fucking tragedy. Fucking travesty. Because Floyd Mayweather not knocking him out to me hurt his legacy. Because he should have knocked him out. And yeah, handling things like men, there was a way better way of handling it from everyone's involved. Ryan, again, if he felt this strongly about Doomcock personally, he probably should have went to him beforehand. Before even saying this, whenever he felt like, man, I got an issue with Doomcock, he should have went to him. Because as much as we say, oh, Doomcock should have handled it a certain way, Ryan, at least from this comment, and it wasn't just me who thought that. Clearly, there's some issue with Doomcock personally, because even I believe Rags, you guys correct me, it was Rags who asked, you have beef with him. And even Ash said, where did Doomcock touch you? You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't, they even said, this is pretty awkward. This is pretty extreme. You know, they just played the little Sasquatch segment. It was funny. You know, it's okay to be at the rumor. It's okay to come at the rumor. When you come at the man, especially when he has a rumors channel and you say that he says 25 different things and none of them will come true. I understand he clarified what he was trying to say, but what he said wasn't. And you know, not saying Doomcock handled everything perfectly. Apparently, he even admitted on his member stream that Jeremy had reached out to him and he didn't respond. And he could have, even if he didn't feel like it, responded with a, "Hey man, I'm real tired. I don't really want to get. I'll get back with you." He could have responded to Jeremy with that. And he said that he was pretty he talked about his little interaction with Ryan afterwards. And so he had an unwillingness to hash it out. But I do feel like what Ryan said was wrong. That is my feeling. I'm not gonna just throw the baby out with the bathwater. And hell yeah, chilling with some vigilante. Wahaha, you were gonna start. I was gonna say Jillian. Not sure about that. Sup, Nick Weiser? Hey, sup? Basco scenario. Yes. If you don't like it, don't watch. Jack all casuals. I'm hoping my guy comes through today. He said he will. Goodness gracious. Yeah, and this is the thing. There have been signs the Fandom Menace has been dead. I remember Jeremy and others distanced themselves from the Fandom Menace. But I mean, the thing is, a lot of it is going both ways, man. You want to distance yourself from the Fandom Menace, but like, listen, there's a certain amount of people who's sub to everybody. There are probably a good 50 to 100,000 individuals. Think about that. Just think about there's 46 people in this chat. These are individuals. And you have 50 to 100 to more thousands of individuals who are sub to all of these channels. So when people are pulling from collective subs and constantly doing collaborations and videos and streams and all these different things, it's like, well, you can't have, ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. So you want to distance yourself from the Fandom Menace and at the same time take advantage of the fact that there is a Fandom Menace at all in this, a set collective of channels. You want to say cup of tea? No, but the tea has been spilled. Oh man, chat is jumping. Every time this chat is jumping, the Godzillionaire, hell Godzillionaire. Zero respect from Ryan. How many vids have to be made about Disney talking crap about their fans? Then he makes fun of DC's fans, which has a lot of overlap with FNT crowd. That's another huge point, man. That's another huge point. Like, you can't be why are they attacking the fans and then attack someone's fans? And I do think he attacked someone's fans. And hey, Nick Weiser says, all right, gotta tune out, but you be well. I will be well. You too, Nick Weiser. I appreciate you being here. I know you already left because this is old. And Vizarel, you said you're late to the party. Oh, let me oh yeah, do have it muted. So you said you're late to the party.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here. To be honest, I think the ones who spread this rumor a lot is Mike Zero. Stop watching because those type of rumors are posted every day and too much hype. Why don't I have an option like I do another channel, super chat and donate? One, I'm not monetized. So in the description, and I don't think I put it in a pinned comment, but in the description for sure, you could click the donate the stream elements, and that's the way I do super chats. Because I'm not monetized, and who knows, I may never be a monetized channel, and I'm okay with that because this is not my life. I love doing it. It's fun. It has been my therapy absolutely been my therapy. But if you want to super chat or donate, anyone, whether it's who knew or anybody, it's in the description, and it will be going around in the chat. The bots should let you go. In the House of Holloway's here. Morgan Holloway, appreciate you being here. And Eric K, the Wrench King, is also here talking to Tommy. He's been here in the chat talking to my man Tommy, who again I used this point and credited him. And Lord Thoth, our Egyptian Canadian god, as Eric K is talking to us here. So Eric K, the Wrench King, is actually wrenching when he's not. He's supposed to be a wrencher name only, but he won't allow it. That's right. No kneeling, but pretty a squatting. This is not an Amber Heard story. Not an Amber Heard story. And sorry if I skipped your message. There's been so many messages. Let me see. Real quick. I'm about to see if anyone is. I have got a super chat. And I'm glad I looked because there's so many times I'm not going to even see it. And actually, you know what? There's also someone in the D Live. First, let me check the D Live fam, and then I'll read my man 70s Rock fans super chat. Someone in D Live hit me with the come on, man. Locks Fox and D Live. Yes, I'm watching you. This is a Simon stream, so I don't always get to my D Live fan, but you're still appreciated. And my man, that 70s Rock fan tip 825 says, great stream, buddy. You the man. I'm trying. Just refresh, see if anyone else wants to do the super chat thing. Again, always appreciate, never obligated. I feel like I've been playing with house money. This is the biggest stream I've ever had, and this is pretty insane. I've been told hell brooding Morningwood. I've been told I'm a real ass, but I thought you were brutal Morningwood. How could you be a penis and an ass at the same time? I'm confused. I know, yeah. Jack Wild Casual says, yeah, look in the description. Super chat through stream elements. It's in the description, and it shows up. I thought the KK short was just a jab at Mike Zero. Honestly, I just think it's a jab at the rumor. It is. It's not. I don't think F&T put that short together to make fun of Doomcock. I just think Ryan went to business for himself. He had an opinion, and I really think he took it too far. I can understand the spirit of what he was going to say, but that's not what he said. And hell, Darth Haster says, what's up to me? What's up to you, man? Yeah. That video ads and Gary play every chat. They're together on the real BBC because every stream always asks. I see. Yeah, new world order. The new Williamson order. I like that. I didn't think about that. ETEP and I are coming for you. Caroline Dries will block him on Twitter. I'm not sure. I know who ETEP is, but I don't know who Caroline Dries is. Coming for you, N-word. They can come on my channel as long as there's Anna, that Star Wars girl, with them. Yeah, she's a cutie, but no overly simping. We don't simp. We're semi MGTOW. Semi. I was thinking the same. It's supposed to be aimed at Mike Zero, just because I think I wouldn't be surprised if people still watch him. And you know something, man, people can watch whatever they want to watch. If you like Mike Zero, I make fun of him. Mike Zero has even been right. Ta-Nehisi Coates was right a couple weeks ago, last week. So everybody has the, everybody plays the fool, and everybody has their day at the same time. Fireball Productions. I'm coming for you, N-word. The Culture Crime Fighters is over, man. You disrespected me too much. I'm gonna have Anita Sarkeesian in my corner. Mixed tag versus you and Bree. WrestleMania 39. Is that where they're at? I think they're at 39. No, Culture Crime Fighters will be Wednesday. I don't think we're going to get our guest, though. I don't think we're going to get our guest after all this. Yeah, you still told disrespect for the taste of your fans, with your Bree love. We're offended. This means you two war, fight. I didn't see Matt, but if he's here, again, we're fighting over the Indie Continental channel with the new Williamson order. Me and Anita are coming for you and Bree. I never believe in rumors myself, not evidence. I'm similar, but I do. The reason I do think there's some credence, and when I say some credence, I don't necessarily think she's going to be fired because until she's gone, I don't believe it. But I do believe there are people in Disney who want her gone. She's lost them a lot of money, and you know what? I'll kind of go on a tangent. It didn't happen until she lost them a lot of money. I think we can look at The Last Jedi as a failure all we like. That movie made $1.8 billion. If you look at KK from her 2015 to 2017, there was no way in the fucking world she was going to get fired because she had 3 movies that together made $5 billion between the Farce of Weekends, Rogue Zero, and The Ass Jedi. Yes, I'm making fun of the names. Even I kind of like Rogue One, as I've said. But between those movies, there was $5 billion bought in. She ain't getting fired then, but since then, Solo lost money. The Fall of Soy Woker lost money. And more important than any of that, Galaxy's Edge did not bring in the money it could have. And people were pissed. Investors were pissed. So that makes me think there's definitely a contingent who wants to get rid of her. Now, will they be successful? I have no fucking idea. And this is a good point. Nobody knows what Gary said after those, but those involved, nor should anyone. Yeah, I mean, I honestly think Gary's not the type to just, Gary's a very respectful person. I do feel like it's unfair that he's hitting this crossfire. And I mean, to be fair to Doomcock, he said, I do think we're going to hash it out, and I hope we hash it out. He said he had reached out to Gary and hadn't heard back from him, but Gary has a whole fucking family. He has a whole family he's dealing with. So it may not be always, he can't, snap his fingers and reach a whole family and a whole set of videos. He's still working on the fucking Picard review. And, time is not, time won't get you time, but time make lovers feel that they got something real. I thought they were talking about Mike Zero to the still think they were. Like, I don't think F&T was ever talking about Doomcock personally, even though there were certain things where I wondered if they were sniping at him, but I don't necessarily think they were. I think they were talking about the rumor, not necessarily even Mike Zero. They were talking about the rumor. But then Ryan Cannell said, he said what he said. I may reset it for you guys. I feel like I've played it too much because I'm not trying to clout chase. Mag, beautiful day here. Attempting not successfully. Hell, Vizarel. Hell, Tater Squad. The rumors have been wrong consistently for months. It's okay for people to point that out. It's okay for people to point out the rumors is wrong. It's not okay for people to say that he never got anything right. That's what Ryan Cannell said. Literally nothing has come true, and that's not the case. Oh, not with this rumor specifically. There's obviously she's still there, but I brought up the Dak Prescott thing, which is a football thing. That took 2 or 3 years to resolve itself. So you hear a rumor halfway through and it doesn't resolve itself. It's not necessarily because the person who reported the rumor is lying or making it up. It's because it's a fluid situation and there are ongoing things. It's absolutely okay to point out that the rumor had been wrong. It's not okay to attack the credibility and the fan base of somebody, especially when they're connected and their fan base overlaps with yours. I don't think that's right. I genuinely don't think that's right. Now we could all debate how things should have been handled after the face, but I don't necessarily think that's right. Let me see. EVS, Echo Base, Mr. H are talking about RK Outpost versus Doomcock on Mr. H's channel. How about that? Maybe that's why people are starting to leave. Where the hell is that comment? The thing kept skipping on me. I'm getting close to the bottom. How about that? But you know what the funny thing is? You know what I'm gonna do after this? I'm not gonna pay any more attention to this fucking drama. I'm not gonna pay any more attention to it. If you guys talk about it throughout the week as I do other shows, that's cool. But I'm not about to watch a bunch of shit on that. This is me kind of putting a button in it for myself. I'm sure it'll be brought up in other cases. But yeah, I'm not gonna watch that stream. I even stopped. Echo Base had a stream last night, and I was watching it because I'm insomnia, and you see the stuff cleared out. I was trying to clean up a little bit here as that stream was going. I just stopped. I'm like, I don't want to hear this shit because everybody has an opinion. Everybody in this chat has a different opinion. At the end of the day, I don't think Ryan Cannell said was right. I don't necessarily know. I do think there was a way of handling it behind the scenes as well. And that probably would have been the best way to do it. is to handle it behind the scenes. But I understand why people were why Doomcock was upset, and that's independent on whether of the rumor itself or whether the rumor will come true. Because I'm not sure if the rumor will come true, even though I think there's credence to it. Even though I think there's people who want Kathleen Kennedy gone. Dude, I was against Poop and TLJ before Geeks and Gamers started. I was in his like 10 people stream. So Alexander Video Kovic, and I know even 24/7. You guys have been here for a while in this whole Fandom Menace thing. So yeah, I was in Poop and TLJ before Jeremy started. Yeah. So it's about everyone here, only a member of select few, or just about everyone's only a member of select few. Similar to me. Needs to be settled mono, only mono. It's not going well. Yeah, it's getting off the hinge. And this is the main point, Alexander. The Fandom Menace is not only the channels, it is us too. It is indeed us. I am not a big channel. I'm just a guy like a lot of you guys. And you know, I'm still gonna watch channels. But I'm not really, you know, I'm not all gung-ho for the whole fandom thing. I'm not as gung-ho as I once was. And no, I did not see the DM tweet. That's supposed to be Doomcock tweet from a few. I did not see the tweet from a couple hours ago. Or unless that's Darius Munchausen. Correct. Let me know whose tweet that was, Finite Essay or Finite San Antonio. Robert, we do need more Abazons for stress release. Y'all could use the Abazon. Same here. I can't listen to everyone because I will never sleep. Saying, yeah, I'm the same. Try to listen to things I'm interested in. And you know what? I listen to a lot of stuff that has nothing to do with the Fandom Menace. A lot of stuff. I always be Fandom Menace because I'm the Fandom Menace Ultron. I'm everywhere. There are no strings on me. I see. Oh, also, it was Nerd Rider's channel. We had like 50, 60 people on stream. So yeah, you're OG. So Vigilante Williamson, maybe you will take off with me in the chat too. Maybe you're the key, Alexander. You're the key to everything. Instead of her being a Mary Sue, we have you. Yeah, I appreciate Godzillionaire trying to make me a Godzillionaire. Kindly tip and super chat your friendly neighborhood vigilante. Let me actually check for super chats because there's so much stuff. I'm missing comments, and I do have a super chat. My man, who knew the salt must flow, says here is to big things. I appreciate Who Knew being here, man. And I appreciate anyone who doesn't quite agree with me, still rocking with me. Adults don't have to agree all the time, but adults have to be respectful to people. That's really where the issue is, respect. To quote known Satanist witch Jay-Z, I'm a man with pride. You don't do shit like that. There's a certain amount of respect. And I know Ryan Cannell has his way of talking, and that's his gimmick. That's what makes him great, right? His abrupt, brash personality. But when you're talking to, if this is supposed to be a collective, if this is supposed to be whatever it is, where you and if you're aware that people are, that people are that you have shared fan bases, you can't be that disrespectful to a creator in your own space. If you would have said Mike, if he would have been making fun of Mike Zero there, which I still would have kind of been fucked up because Mike Zero, you know, I feel people shit on Mike Zero. You can have fun with a Mike Zero post. I'm not saying believe anything, but they're fun. They're plenty fun. But this isn't happening. This isn't happening. He says, bro, you're almost at 500. You will be over 1K. Well, ain't no guarantees in life, man. Ain't no guarantees in life. I'm not really fronting. You say I'm denying how great I am. I don't think I'm that great, man. I've gotten decent at this YouTube live streaming, but I am missing something when it comes to making videos. I think, you know who I think is better than me? I know two. I'll give you two names who I feel are much better than me, and they both are smaller channels: Nerdporio Lifeform and The Wait Down. They are much better than me at YouTube. Check out the Nerdporio Lifeform. Nerdporio Lifeform, I think, is ahead of the curve because I think, on some level, a lot of us are tired of even complaining about this wokeness. A lot of us don't really have hope that any of these franchises are going to be saved, and we rather go back in the past. Nerdporio just did a video on Mario. Shout out to Mario. Like I said, I have my SNES and I have an NES. Where's my NES? Yeah. Have an NES USB because I'm going to be retro gaming, and I actually have a Sega Genesis. I'm trying to get a CRT TV so I can get a hookup so I can do actual retro gaming off cartridge. And And there's stuff in the past that Retro Blast is one of my favorite channels. Every Saturday they have a new stream about something in the past, whether it's movies, whether it's music, whatever. I think nostalgia is the new future, because I don't, as far as content in this space or in the fandom, because there's nothing left to see here. It's scorched earth. And I like I said earlier, if Kathleen Kennedy got fired and Gina Carano got rehired and you got rid of the story group, you still wouldn't bring me back, because you have way too many sins. You fucking have been trying to destroy society, Disney and Hollywood. You guys have been in China's back pocket for decades. You guys have filmed their concentration camps. Firing some old bitch I don't like ain't gonna do it, brother. It's not for me. Not for me. The only thing that can bring it back for me is a complete reversal of the cultural Marxism and seasons of good television and or movies that are good from any of your properties, include Marvel. This is the whole, or anything in Hollywood that other people approve of, and let me know. I want to see Nobody, because everyone talks about Nobody. So that's what makes me want to see it. But I'm not going to come back just because you fire some old bitch that you should have fired 4 or 5 years ago. So what actually happened in Doomcock's member stream? My nerdy home has been stirring the pot. Nothing happened in, you know what? Nothing happened in the member stream. Doomcock did not tell people to attack fans. He was actually very complimentary to geeks and gamers in that stream until fucking Jeremy went. And all respect to Jeremy, you want to talk about in that moment, you live long enough to see yourself become a villain. Stop me if you heard this familiar. Their toxic fans are attacking us. How many media members have went at Geeks and Gamers specifically for that? Now, the individual fans who went at My Nerdy Home and went at Geeks and Gamers Related channel, they are fucking wrong, and that's fucked up. But Doomcock did not tell anyone to do it. He never implied it. He was complimentary to Geeks and Gamers until Jeremy started his live stream. So that is not the case. That's not the case where the members. Oh, that if anyone tells you, I was in that member stream. If anyone tells you that in that member stream, Doomcock sent his fans to attack people, they're fucking lying. Okay, that's not what happened. Now, did fans go on their own? Clearly they did. Because again, if in the same way that when people were pissed about what happened with Gina Carano, and they went after the different Star Wars channel, and everyone celebrated then, and then it came back around because you attacked fans. When you attack fans, they get angry. Now, again, I think it's fucked up. My Nerdy Home didn't have shit to do with it. They shouldn't be fucking with Stephanie just because Ryan Cannell said something about Doomcock that was disrespectful. But don't act like Doomcock sick those people on her, because that's not what happened. That's categorically unfucking true. A little bit of humility goes a long way. No, I'm not really being humility. It's genuine. Yeah, where is Ascension Ditto? He's probably working. Or he's in a trap house. Oh, Caroline Dries is a showrunner for Batwoman. How does she have a job? Hell, Godzillionaire. Could it be Ascension Doomcock? Yeah, Mike Zero is kind of fun. It's kind of fun. Our Far My Nerdy Home joined as a member of Overlord DVD. He welcomed her with 20 other new members. I missed some of it. I don't remember her saying anything on the stream. Okay, so maybe I you know what? If my yells are craziness, then I take it back. But I heard somebody, and I think Jeremy kind of made it like somebody were like people were attacking him, and there was no coordination. And again, Doomcock in that stream was very complimentary to Geeks and Gamers and Jeremy, but just Ryan Cannell specifically. That was his issue. Ryan Cannell, he kept it specific. Anyone who says anything different has heard wrong or is lying. Shout out to Newbound Turk, Ascension Dildo. I hope Grinakuma is now the Immortal Zod. He showed up in the MF Friday. Feel like the issues we've been cooped up in respect to house too long, haven't seen each other in a long time. Lost a little empathy or maybe perspective. Yeah, a lot of empathy's been lost. You get Anita Sarkeesian, that's why I draw the line in the sand. Listen, man. Please say you're joking. You get to a point where you respect somebody even. When this bitch Anita Sarkeesian. This bitch Anita Sarkeesian was able to fucking extort money out of Fall Guys for a fucking hotline that only works 15 hours a week. This bitch has a text-based hotline. It's on this channel. It's one of the few videos I upload. It's also on my TikTok because I do have a TikTok. It's in the description. I'm talking about Anita Sarkeesian, and she somehow extorted this like 20 to 30 grand out of fucking the people who made Fall Guys for this hotline that a bot can run because it's only available via text between the hours of 4 and 7 p.m. Monday through Friday Pacific time. And you know what? You got to respect that. She's a bulldog. So she's a listen, you got to have respect for your adversaries. And you know what? I probably would smash. She's been on the warpath on Twitter and Gamer Stream. I think it was her who got false flag. Yeah, I know. I heard that she got false flag, and that false flagging was bullshit, but it was not coordinated, and that's fucked up. Disney could have made more money had these movies not been mediocre. Absolutely. Whether or not KK is fired won't make a difference as far as I can see. Agree. Can't afford to give money to fine women, but I can afford to give them a money shot if they want. That's how you're supposed to be, Jens. That's how you're supposed to be. KK is like a ghost. She haunts people. Raylos are weird. And yeah, fuck Naughty Dog. All three movies put together, 708 million. Well, I'm talking about worldwide. Oof, back. Sorry. So that's a TFA, Last Jedi, and Return of Soy Walker. I was talking about The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. Oh no, it's Rogue One. Just Rogue One. I'm sorry, Rogue One. Well, yeah. But that was the worldwide. They made worldwide. What was it? It was 2.2 billion, I believe, or maybe 2.5 billion for the Force Awakens, 1.8 for Rogue, or 1.8 for The Last Jedi, and $1 billion for Rogue One. So that was the worldwide. But you might be right on domestic. You might be right on domestic because a lot of it is China. There's no gross on the gross is the prof. Anthropan, I don't speak. I've dated an Aussie, but I'm not that great with an Australian, so you're gonna have to smart me up on that, Anthro. When Rewriting Ripley put out all that article attacking the Fandom Menace channels alt-right, we knew it was on like Donkey Kong. I don't want to be paranoid. Yeah, there's a 9-0 chance that there are people attacking a lot of people. And there's a 9-0 chance those false flags had nothing to do with any Doomcock fans. There's a 9-0 chance there's somebody. Hey, like I just said, ever since Zack Snyder, it's about an hour ago now. Ever since Zack Snyder splooshed in everybody's face, it's been a villain of the week in the Fandom Menace and related channels. So there's definitely people who are probably like, oh, we can exacerbate this because there was a troll of people putting N-words in Doomcock's chats, and then there's people false flagging Nerdy Home. And so then the implications, these are fans of Geeks and Gamers messing with Doomcock. Oh, these are fans of Doomcock messing with Geeks and Gamers, when it may just be a bunch of trolls being opportunistic. That's a very good theory, Darius Munchausen, and it deserves a lot more credence because there are a lot of people who don't like the Fandom Menace, and they could see this as an opportunity to start trolling. And we know Rewriting Ripley was a coordinated attack from KK herself. Disney put in 4 bills to get more. Disney still lost money, but like investors at that point in time were not going to get rid of KK because there was a lot of money that was made. Now after the dust settled and they saw the returns, like I said, you think the movies were the issue, brother? That Galaxy's Edge was supposed to be a multi-billion-dollar thing that made money for years and years and years. That was the issue. You said there hadn't been much news. And actually that's Tommy's point, and I'm just aping it. But it has been news and channels been turning on each other. I think they're smart enough to strategize. Yeah, I think there's something to that, bro. I think there's something to that. Yeah, the Legend of the Nerd Rider Picard review. Appreciate your honesty on takes, bro. And I know DC is careful when he brings up a rumor. But hey, respect to you, brother, always. Thank you, Mr. Dragon. Thank you. And Jack of all casuals just a tip. You guys are so active in the chat. I don't know if I'll ever catch up. But yep, he tipped just tipped 420, and which I hope I can get into a little later. Matter of fact, on stream. We need to bring back Martina. Sorry, I'm looking at something else on the stream. I'm about to check out. I can get some medicine, so to speak. All right. Let's see. Jens Peter, crying. The Last Jedi disappointed me more than the Dallas Cowboys could. But Killy Child, you speaking of Dallas Cowboys, you get my point about the Dak Prescott contract thing, right? Where it took forever to be handled. So if you had a rumor that he was going to get signed in like 2017 when it started, 2018 when it started, and it took until this year or this past year for it to get done, you know what I mean? You would look like a fool, but it didn't mean that your reporting was off. It just meant that this shit was crazy. Raylos are worse than Auburn fans and Tennessee fans. Oh, geez. Fucking Alabama fans, Killy. Alabama fans. I can't say anything. I'm a Michigan fan. Michigan's one of the most disappointing college teams in the history. We have not gotten over Appalachian State. We haven't. We shouldn't have fired Lloyd Carr so early. And yeah, Culture Club, nice time reference. Yeah, fuck. Culture Club was the shit. I don't give a fuck what Boy George's pronouns are. That fucking chameleon. That shit went hard, man. L. David, I don't know about hard, but it was gangster. Hit that like button. We are feeding the drama. You know what? And that I can't lie. I partially feel awkward. Like, am I feeding the drama? Am I becoming what I hate? And holy shit, I'm 15 minutes behind on chats. I got to skip ahead, even though I see my man the Wake Down. You are not slipping. You're the man, Wake Down. I love you, bro. Guarantee you, if this was two smaller channels fighting like this, these two guys are, nobody would give a shit. Nobody would talk about it. Absolutely. Take it. You missed all the good stuff. You missed me. You know what? I'll reset my take. Basically, I think what Ryan said was indeed disrespectful. I understand why Doomcock is upset. I do think this also still could have been handled behind the scenes, even with that. And I do also understand the implied point that Ryan was trying to make, but I think he didn't just criticize the rumor, he also criticized the man. It looks like after this stream, I will be able to medicate. And that was the real issue. If he would have just kept on the rumor, they had just did a little segment beforehand with the little Kathleen Kennedy Sasquatch. Nope, I don't think any issue was with that. That's funny because it's attacking the rumor. But he said, and this came out of his mouth. And you know what? Just for the resetting purposes, this is gonna be the last time I play this. I don't know how. I mean, especially after getting that message, I don't know how long I can go. It is.
Toronto.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry to
gonna be fired when her contract runs.
Okay, let's go to the whole segment. This is the whole segment.
How queer is it as? Me every time. Instead of queer.
So we're gonna play this segment,
oh,
and I know you can't see it yet, but you can see it now. So we're gonna play this segment, and then we're gonna go and reset it.
Just keeping an eye, looking at contracts, seeing what she's doing.
The news is that Kathleen Kennedy is imminently gonna be fired when her contract runs out.
Yeah.
And has she gone or is she here? Kathleen Kennedy's employment status is queer.
No problem with that. I think everybody.
And that was the update.
Thank you for the update.
And I didn't burp. That's again
if you
FNT.
actually believe
Here's the issue.
like some fucking dude who says he got 8 different sources and has said 25 different things, and none of them have come true, and you continue to hang on his every word when he says, "Oh, another source came out and said 80% of what I've told you is true." You are fucking retarded if you can't see that shit. You might as well go sip for Geeky Pixie. Like,
So I take it you don't buy it.
no, it's nothing to buy.
Are we talking about a particular source here, or am I missing? Like,
Tomato.
Yeah, I'm talking about if legitimately you're just hanging on the every word of Doomcock every time he fucking comes with one of these different rumors about the same fucking thing over and over again. Yeah, I think that's.
You have like a beef with him or something? Are you?
No,
What's the beef, Ryan?
It sounds like you do.
Show me on the doll where it hurt you, Ryan.
He didn't hurt me.
Did he say you looked like
sad.
a Flash Gordon supervillain or something?
No.
That's the segment. That's the segment. But yeah, so my reaction to that, he literally said nothing he's ever said, nothing he says, literally nothing's come true. That's not true. That's outright not true.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
That's not the case. Doomcock has been right on some of his rumors, but he has a rumors channel. A rumors channel. And I think I've said this earlier in the stream because I'm resetting it for my man to Wake Down, who again I think is already a better YouTuber than me because he knows how to make videos where I don't. The two fundamental issues are people have an issue with the concept of a rumor channel and they're taking it out on Doomcock, and that there's no formal way to handle disputes in the Fandom Menace because of the decentralization. And that those are the two things at the core. And Mark D with the C says, imagine being off the internet this weekend and waking up to this. And shout out to Mark D with the C. I was streaming with him with Jed, and it was cool to look at all the action figures. I think that's what people like, you know. Got the Batman, a fucking RoboCop here. Dun, 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 dun. People, you know, now everyone's into the drama, but in a few days, everyone's gonna be tired of this shit. I'm already tired of shit. You know, 2 hours talking about this shit, and I expect to go this long. But yeah, claim this fandom this, but it only applies to the hierarchy. I ain't with a hierarchy. We all eat, sleep, shit. We another sports reference. Lou Holtz. We both put our legs in our pants one at a time, like everyone else. Message the SJWs in Hollywood without respect, we would dread. And I think that was a disrespectful thing. I think Ryan was disrespectful. I like I like Ryan Cannell. He's been in this chat. He's been respectful to me when I'm in this chat. Doomcock has been respectful to me. Gary, who I think is in the crossfire, a little bit unfairly, even though I could kind of see the opinion. I get what I'm reading this comment. Opinion like assholes, we all have them. But I get where Doomcock somewhat feels disrespected because he's a friend, but I also feel like it's live YouTube, live TV, and as you saw, that's why I played the whole thing. The panel comes at Ryan, you know. I don't think you're crazy to think Ryan crossed the line because even Rags said, "Do you have a beef with him?" It sounds like you do. So if Rags felt that way right then and there, I don't think I'm crazy for feeling that way, and I don't think Doomcock is crazy for feeling that way now. Can you criticize how it was handled? Yes and no, because like I said, I'm to quote a known Satanist witch Jay-Z, I'm a man with pride. You don't do shit like that. You come at somebody's. This is their rumors channel, and you literally said they literally nothing they said have come true. And if you believe they have 8 sources, you're fucking retards like Simper for Geeky Pixie, who, by the way, Geeks and Gamers brought to our attention. So that Simper for Geeky Pixie thing, that was even stupider because, I mean, come on.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Like, why would you bring up something that was Geeks and Gamers got as much as anything? And now I got a Culture Club in Darius's head. I know you miss me. I know you miss me. I know you miss me. Blind. Culture Club was the shit, man. I'm telling you. See, I don't give a fuck what his pronouns are. That motherfucker was nice. Way too hard. So I'm not hard. I just like to be grounded, man. I like to be grounded. And yeah, and most of them stink, especially Amber Turds, as far as assholes go. I'm tired of things I like being ruined. Yeah, that sucks. Because this is really cool. This is fun for me to do. It's fun following all these channels. I like all these channels. And I really think I hope people can hash it out, but I think that things are already off the rails. Everybody, to go back to Rail's point, the opinions are like assholes. We all have them. And everybody, we are hearing everyone's asshole sound off. We're hearing everyone's opinion sound off. 24/7 told me in this chat earlier that a bunch of people are on Mr. H channel talking about this, but the people who need to talk about this really are Ryan Cannell, Doomcock, and maybe Gary. Maybe I feel like Gary and Doomcock can handle it in private, but there maybe should be some public thing because again, we are all the same group of people sub to these channels. A lot of us in this chat, a couple, as of 4 days ago or 5 days before this shit started, we're sub to all of these fucking channels involved, include all the channels on FNT. But now some of us aren't. Some of us have unsubbed from Doomcock. Some of us unsubbed from Geeks and Gamers. Some of us are unsubbed from everyone in this chat. That's just how it is because people are just sick of the drama. And this isn't an isolated thing. This isn't just like this is the only dramatic thing to happen. This has been every fucking week. And yeah, the Wake Down R. Perry Chan. Yes, please shout to him. And the Wake Down actually brought up the other, like I said, the Wake Down and Nerd Porio are already way better than me because they're better at making videos. And that's what the point of this platform is. Yeah, Nerd Porio made a video about one of my favorite films of all time, Forbidden Planet. I don't think I saw that one. The Nerd Porio was great. Yep, Star Trek, Star Wars, DC, and Marvel have all been ruined, but the past still exists, sir. You know, the past still exists. Now, this is actually something else they talked about on FNT that I disagree with. They said the original trilogy is ruined for them. It's not for me. In fact, Nerd Porio's video, I was watching it. I was actually rewatching it. I watched that, then the Mario video to wake up yesterday. And I was just like, this is really good. And you realize, God, Star Wars was so fucking cool. It still is fucking cool. And I still want to see, I got to rewatch the trilogy pretty soon. It's fun to watch. Comics industry is all about back issues now. What you're describing now is that phenomenon for all entertainment. Yes, all entertainment, including music. I brought up Culture Club. Do you know how many 19-year-olds are in the 80s music? 19-year-olds are in the 80s music. 19, 20 young motherfuckers in the 80s music. Everything is nostalgia these days. It's been like that for a while. So entertainment, I think we're going retro. We've been going retro in a while, and I think that's going to continue. It's going to continue. And they're about to ruin Lord of the Rings. Yeah, we talked about that last week. Oh, fuck it. Vigilante, make me blue so when a mod plugs my channel, I can turn around and plug that. Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't make you a mod. How's the Wake Down not a mod? What am I doing? What am I doing with my life that the Wake Down's not a mod? Let's see. Hold on. Hopefully I got Jack of all casuals tipping 420. Which, yeah, I did because I referenced what I may do after the stream. So let's make my man the Wake Down a mod, and we will continue to read your chats. I don't think I'll catch up time wise. So I'm going to probably skip around so I can get through it and get toward the end of the stream. And you know what? I fucked up. I got to get a positive news story because this I'm not going to fuck up the format of my show just because of some beef. What's beef? Beef is your mom. I forgot. You know, beef is when ICU guaranteed to be in ICU. I forgot the rest of the hook. I remember fucking I fucking remember the hooks to the Culture Club, but forgot Biggie. All right, wait, now you're by it. Let's see. Key finding for our modern myths. We have to be back issue oriented because there's nothing new is going to come good for us, man. We got to be back issue oriented. We got to go in the past. We need to celebrate the mythos that's good and celebrate that. And once new creators come out with new IP like the Nobody, we need to celebrate that. But we're not going to get anything out of our old IPs. They're just going to. It's like a zombie film. It's like From Dusk Till Dawn. We talked about that. Me and Matt, we're in a steel cage match. Me and Anita versus Matt and Bree. Then at the end, Bree, Matt can hold Bree on his shoulders like Miss Elizabeth. No. But we did a Dusk Till Dawn stream, and from Dusk Till Dawn, the father gets bit. And he knows as he's turning, hey, I'm going to turn. You got to kill me because he's already dead. These mythologies, you may see the zombified versions, the vampire zombified versions of them, like we saw with the Last Jedi, but you got to know they're already dead. Nothing wrong with celebrating the past. Nothing wrong with it. In fact, that's the only way out of it because there's nothing. And yeah, KK is just a symptom. Hollywood is infested with these motherfuckers, and they have done so much damage. There's just no way in the world I'll come back after just firing this bitch. No way in the world. And I don't know that it's going to happen because of the evil hive mind that is Hollywood. But I do think that there's truth to it. I don't think Doomcock is making shit up. I don't think he doesn't have sources. I think there's truth to it. Teenage Wasteland. It's a great review and a great channel. I recommend Nerd Porio. Yes, Nerd Porio is the man. This is Jack of all casuals. I finally got to his tip. Just a tip. It's very cozy here. I'm glad it's cozy. Glenzer, best decision ever. I only got on Shitter for this channel, and I only use it to communicate with people, but just to see what's trending, it's a nightmare. Before that wave of nostalgia has happened before. Happy Days happened in the 50s, absolutely. Like the Bosco scenario said, the Wonder Years happened in the 80s, that 70s show in the 90s. But now I think, because like I said, the 80s are 40 years ago. The 70s, the retro wave is now everything, 90s and back. Even the 2000s are starting to get hit, but it's everything back. So it's not quite the same where it was a 20-year thing, which made sense because you kind of get to your parents, your grandparents, whatever it is, generation. Now we have a situation where it's like a whole wide net where the people now, like the kids now should be interested really in the early 2000s. If we keep that timeline thing. And they are to some extent, but they're also interested in the 90s. And they're also interested in the 80s. And they're also interested in the 70s, in the 60s. Fimmer, the Ice Wolf, the Nightwing of the channel, who was here earlier. He was talking about how he's a fan of like Smokey and the Band and all these stuff from the 70s. So the wave of nostalgia is a little different now because it's a wider net. And so many people are so focused on nostalgia. Look at synthwave as a genre of music. The vaporwave. These nostalgic genres that have new creators that were not born when the thing where it was even popular. They weren't born until years after. And you've seen synthwave go on for years. There's probably more synthwave that's been made in the past 10 years than were made in the 80s because of all the different artists that exist. I can barely make calls from my phone. I'm similar. Back to working and lurking, but I left you something. Let's see. Did I see that? Yep, you shipped 420. Thank you, Jack of all casuals. I appreciate all the super chats. Ogre Drive. He's not just a squasher, he's the Ogre Drive with an insane 10101. He's the benefactor of the channel. It means the world to me, man. Yeah, AO nostalgia has been hot for a while. That's what I mean. It's been hot longer than it's supposed to be. It's been hot way extended. Now, part of that's the 80s might be the pinnacle of creativity. But yeah, life's too short to waste. Petty hate and wishing. Oh, I like Mando merch. Life's too short to waste on petty hate and wishing what can be what was. You have but only a finite time on this planet. One must move on to better things, create new ideas, and create new IPs. Mando fucking Merc. With the second, I thought the comment of the day was my man Noble, but God, that's a great fucking comment, Mando. Holy shit, is that right? And that's really, that's where I'm at with the fandom anyway. Is that new IP is going to be necessary because the old IP is dead, and honestly, a lot of this IP went on too long. Give me a second. I'm about to go off camera for a second. So I could get together a positive news story to end this because we are going to end pretty soon. But I am going to read more of your chats. If you want to guarantee you get something read, or more than guarantee, because there's no guarantee with me. But yeah, super chatting is the best idea. But I'm not. Obviously, you can see I'm not a super chat only guy. Holy shit! A lot of these drowning things. I had a story where a guy. Where a kid saved his family the other day. It was yesterday's episode of the Vigilante Williamson show. Check out yesterday's episode. And this 7-year-old saved his family by swimming like a mile to shore. And it was an incredible story. And it looks like we have a similar story with this positive story that we will end the show with in a little bit. Oh, more awkward. So I couldn't agree with you more, Mando. That was great. Some people thought Geek and Geeks members were joining to watch the stream. Maybe they were. I don't recall them causing any trouble. No one caused any trouble on the member stream. But there was a rumor that Doomcock had called for people to attack Geeks and Gamers, and that's not happening. They're ruining Stranger Things, great 80s show. Yeah. Bottom line, drama sells. Does anyone have hard numbers on if they're actually using subs or gaining them? They say these things lose subs, but they keep doing it. Listen, this has been the most. I've had 50 people in this chat. I've never, ever, ever had more than 30 in a chat, and that's one that needed time and all these other people to going on. For a solo stream for Vigilante Williamson to get 50 people because I put Fandom Menace in the thumbnail, I think drama sells. Controversy creates cash, said Eric Bischoff, and he didn't make that shit up. Nostalgia is big down for manga. Yep, manga is knocking it out of the park. People will come back with good stories and art, but it's going to be tough. Lost opportunity with MCU's popularity. Just talking about this and plug another channel. Jed the Pop Culture Archivist. I was on his channel and I was talking to Pop Culture Minefield. My man, oh no, don't forget his name live on stream. God, because it was like a lesson in fandom. It was so great. But we were talking about it's like, golly, the MCU. We were talking about how manga has gotten sold by anime and to young people. Every demographic loves manga and is buying physical manga, which are basically comic books, in a different format, in black and white, and can be read differently, whatever. But everyone's buying that based upon the anime. And the MCU had the most popular run of any movie franchise of all time, and comics were ruined at its expense. But it was a very interesting conversation. Please check it out on Jay's channel. It's not like we can trust Google numbers or anything. No, you cannot. Google is the devil. True. Yes, buy vintage clothes as merchandise and apparel. Not as actual clothes. That's just weird. Don't be weird. Hey, if things get rough, this could be an OnlyFans situation. Where I'm fucking selling, I'll sell the shirt. I can't get too crazy at that. I'm selling my bathwater, guys. For all we know, these false flags are trolls. This is what we said earlier. These are trolls trying to fan the flames of division. I think they are. Darius had that point, and I think they are. I think these are trolls of both ends because Doomcock had people in his chat putting racial slurs, and then people are attacking geeks and gamers. I think there's independent trolls attacking both sides. That's what happened to World War One, the Lusitania, or whatever the fuck the name of that boat that was sunk by the globalists. Not sure if you guys do that, but that did happen. The Illuminati's been active for a while. Yes, you think the big two could learn a lesson. You guys talking about comics. You guys are great, and I wish I could read everybody's chat. New Bob Turk, I've been talking about you all chat. There you are. I was talking about you all chat because you're the guy whose opinion I respect the most out of this whole situation, because you say I don't like rumors channels, and that's something I could set my watch to. And I'm glad you showed up, buddy, because again, I've been talking you up and talking your opinion up the whole time because I feel like you have the most based opinion. So I don't like rumor channels. So I don't watch rumor channels, and that's all you had to do, because I think a lot of people's issue with this whole beef is that they don't like rumors channel. They don't like the fundamental nature of what a rumors channel is or what rumors are. And I brought up examples in other platforms, like in sports. Keep bringing up that Prescott thing where it took 2 years for it to actually get done, or 3 years, whatever it was, for it to actually get done. And so sometimes it takes a while. And if you report on it early, it will seem like, oh, the same thing keeps happening. We're like, no, that's just the way things are moving. That doesn't mean you have to believe everything you say. It doesn't mean you have to be, you can't criticize the rumor. But I think the line got crossed and the man got criticized. Glitter, that makes 8 of us, consisting of 7, making 8. We are an entity controlled by Bando Merc, but we are an entity nonetheless. Okay. Yeah. 70s Marvel, the height of comics. Okay, I gotta skip through and see what you guys are saying. You guys are so awesome. I love you all. You guys have been more than generous. This has been the most popular chat. I return. Hopefully, people will return tomorrow. I highly doubt it because it won't be talking about this. I don't think, unless I've stepped in it and I'm getting yeeted from the Fandom Menace, which I think is already dead. Thank you for a great show. Thank you for being great, you all. We're both second gen fans of the '80s. Thanks to our parents being teased at the time. Yeah, I've been singing Culture Club this whole time because I grew up on Culture Club. And I was actually born in '87. I'm old, but I mean, Culture Club was the shit in my house. I was actually talking about my mom because she was talking about some kid who was rocking out to Lenny Kravitz. She's like, he doesn't know who Lenny Kravitz is. I'm like, Mom, when I was 5 to 7, if I would have met Prince, I would have lost my shit because I knew who Prince was at 5 years old because he was the man. Prince is the man. The 80s were the shit. They just were, man. 1984, you had some of the best albums ever created and ever made. You had some of the best movies ever made. It's just certain years in the 80s were just incredible. I remember when portable CD players came out too, man, though. I remember having portable CD players. I used to have portable CD players. I used to have this little CD booklet. You remember the little CD cases had like 20, 30, sometimes 50? We actually at my house had like this 100 some odd case of all these CDs plus this 100 thing disc changer, and I mean that's how I got so much music in me. Anything from Tupac to Snoop to Biggie to the Beatles to some jazz to again Culture Club, or fucking the Zap Band, or Roger and Zap, or the Gap Band, or Roger and Zap and the Gap Band. I got that confused. My bad. To fucking whatever may show up. Marvin Gaye may show up. Like I said, Beatles may show up. Fucking Linkin Park may show up on it at later days. So yeah. And do you like high quality racing videos? You love Newbound Turk. Newbound Turk, like I said, he had the opinion of the night because it's the most simple opinion. And you check out his channel. He's part of the 1,000 sub task force that we got going on. So is the Wake Down. I just added him. So hail 24/7 Fusion Media. Hail everybody. Thanks, Vig. Thank you, brother. Thank you. And again, I'll send you some money after the stream. Only live in the past. As far as I'm concerned, it's forever 1985, and I'm always 15. 1985 was way better in 2021. New content for Vig covering normal people in the news doing heroic things. That's what it seems like, man. And it's really cool. It's really cool. I am good without drama too. I love geeking. Yeah. Steak sounds great. It's cool. Steak. Shout out to the House of Holloway. Keith. Not sure which Keith you're talking about. Oh, Keith. Yeah, Keith. It was Keith. That's the guy who was in thank you, 70s. It was Keith. It was Keith and Jerry, but it was Keith is the one on the stream with Jed. And Keith was incredible. Keith was incredible talking about MASH. It was like learning about pop culture. He also brought up the point that the MCU, that phenomenon of something kind of cannibalizing the fan base from the comics happened with the Batman series. I got the because I removed everything. Where the hell is my bat? I think it's over there. I have this Batman collection, which I still haven't opened. Thank you, Logie, for recommending it, even though I didn't open it. Where's my? I don't know where my 60s Batman stuff is. Like I said, I've been moving stuff because I'm going to use that behind me as a booth to do some music. There's a few channels I'll wrote what I'm doing to click on. Yours is one. I appreciate that. Wookiee Lives Matter. And back to the point, man. We don't all agree on. Me and Wookiee have disagreed on stuff. Men don't have to agree on everything all the time. Men have to respect each other. That has to happen. Adults have, not just men, women. Adults have to respect each other. Adults have to respect each other. I see some friends later in the chat. And I love anime and manga. Visceral grew up on anime. I guess technically I did. Sailor Moon and Adult Swim and a lot of things were around when I was younger. And I see as the drama, I've talked less about the drama, the people have left. Controversy creates cash, ladies and gents. Speaking of controversy in wrestling, Peacock has either erased or censored some of the most controversial moments of WWF history. I have heard that. Yeah. Lusitania. Thank you, Snorter Poops Q Bird. That is the vote that was sunk by the globalists for World War One. Was intentionally sunk in order to start World War One. So I think the trolls are being Lusitania-esque. I think trolls are attacking both sides to stir things up. Because hey, there's something to talk about in the Fandom Menace each week. What I mentioned is Pure Profit. Oh, Pure Profit. That's the Pure Profit. I see. Thank you for the clarification. I mean, sheesh, that shows you how insane those budgets were. That's another thing. Hollywood, I know I see my man Paulie says do better. I'll get to that. You guys got to figure out this budget situation. You can't spend $200 million on Cruella. You got to get it done for less. You got to somehow, some way figure it out. And yeah, you're right. The cinemas take 45% in the USA, 60% plus. They take a lot more in China. Yes, please subscribe to Cast in the Shadows podcast for all things escapism because Lord knows we need it now. The gaming channel, the busiest man on the East Coast. He may be. He did this logo, this brilliant logo for which he will finally, because you guys have bought shirts, will finally be compensated for. Yeah, New Bob Turk is the man. Hail New Bob Turk, the great New Bob Turk, and the great Lord Thoth. He doesn't watch rumor channels either. That's probably why I haven't watched Dude Cock in a while. There's nothing wrong with that. Say, hey, don't like rumor channels. Cool. But when people attack what the nature of rumor channels are, it's like, what do you want from us? What do you want? And Morgan Holloway says, best attitude a bear can have. Dubai Turk with a smile, not just his avatar, but his emoji. And tell him, listen, Foulball, I'm coming for you. Me and Anita Sarkeesian versus you and Brie Larson in a steel cage, WrestleMania 39. No more culture crime fighters until it happens. Tell him. Shout out to 2 Chainz. Do better, says Paulie. I've done the best. This is the best stream I've ever had as far as retention. I got 50 people at one point in the chat, which is insane. But I mean, controversy creates cash. And you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. And hola, Paulie. Hola, Paulie. Hola, Ovito. Look at these Jay-Z references, all these musical references. Yes, tell them to come back Wednesday. Wednesday, the Culture Crime Fighters, where our guest that we've wanted to book is probably not going to show because of this drama. I'm not going to let you know who it is. Yes, please come back Wednesday to Culture Crime Fighters. I'm joking about the steel cage match. Unless we can really get Anita Sarkeesian and Brie Larson. That would actually be cool. But yeah, please come back to Culture Crime Fighters Wednesday. Not sure what we'll talk about, but we will talk about it. Prince before Purple Rain was bad as fuck. Dirty Mind is the shit. I know Prince got religious at the end. He probably wouldn't play shit. Dirty Mind is out cold. 1999 is out cold. This is before Prince has some controversy. Shit, Prince has some banger ass albums before Purple Rain. Banger ass albums. I remember AM only radios. Oof. I ain't that old. I do remember, listen to a lot of radio when I was young. Had portable CD player with a radio in it. Yes, all the music I played on my college radio station, hundreds of burned CDs. I had a college radio show at 1.2. Darius. All right, David Blair, later. Peace out. Slayer. Hell, says the House of Holloway and Morgan Holloway. And yes, Keith is amazing. Yeah, okay. Favorite Culture Club song: Time, Mission Man, and Victims. Okay, that was a nice song. I was singing Time earlier. And I really like Miss Me Blind. That shit goes so hard for me. I could then find ball for Saudi's fans with his Bree love. He called us Breetards. I'm the man we respond with a fight. Like I said, me and Anita in a mixed tag cage match on Culture Crime Fighters this Wednesday versus Fireball and Brie Larson. Cannibal Corpse. I'm not a big metal guy, but I do know who they are. Yeah, I was singing Time earlier. Yeah. Sailor Moon, 90 kids watch that for growing purposes. There's only one Scottish YouTuber. Shots at that 70s rock fan from Fireball. And you were on with Critical Drinker, who I believe you referred to last week. So shout out to that. He's not even really Scottish. It's an act. Oh, Lord. Darius Moonchild was rocking out. And Bryce Day has to dip to prepare for Ironcaster stream. Another great YouTuber, Ironcaster, brightest day. It's already 100 subs. Take care. Man, this is going pretty late. So I really want to get to the end, but if you guys didn't read the story. And Darius bought a shirt. He did buy a shirt. And I want to give my man a royalty. Because I don't want, I've done the music thing, and I know how the music industry and a lot of these industries they're really shitty, and I don't want to do business that way. So I am going to give, now there is money to give, and I will give a royalty to Cash and the Showers, aka Mando Merc. That's just how I do things. And Noble is quite groovy. I appreciate Noble because he said, he opened up the chat with, I'm unsubbing from everybody because of this damn drama, and I understand that. Man. The drama gets to people. It burns people out. It'll get that, 50 people in the chat. But if I talk about this every day, they'll be burnt out. And they'll go, here's another drama channel just talking shit about the Fandom Menace every day. It ain't happening. Army of fans, 70s rock fans, Army of fans do not take kindly to the slander. And so maybe a triple threat match. We demand to see Fireball's Bree shine. It's abhorrent behavior. Cannot stand. Look at abhorrent. Shout out to Disney. I just subbed to you, New Mountain Turk, and I really tempted to try driving sims. Brie Larson is an absolute angel. I don't know what you have a problem with. Now I have to download the stream and clip out all the Anita bits. I'm interested in that. Anita Sarkeesian, it's not even necessarily the looks. It's just like, goodness, you're a powerful motherfucker. I don't know what Eyes Wide Shut parties you went to, but Off the Wall is on par with Thriller. Yeah, I said, I don't know if that's a controversial opinion. I know a lot of people think Off the Wall is better than Thriller. I can't do that. Do you know that Michael Jackson didn't like that part? Personally, that's at least what Quincy Jones said. Take it easy, great stream. Catch up soon. Peace. Yeah, I gotta end this pretty soon. I see people are dropping out, and I'm starting to fade myself. I can prove I'm Scottish. All you have to do is look up my kilt, Rutro. Who take care? Who knew the salt must flow? Yeah. Now we're talking about Culture Club. Color by numbers. Yeah. You can find Ironcaster. Shout out to Ironcaster. Killy Child's bye for now. Yeah, people are dipping out, so we're going to end the stream soon. Take care. Remember, fight the snark. The world is too full of little people with little minds trying to put you down. I just unsub from Latino Slap. I'm unsubbing from you, Paulie. You were too disrespectful to me, Paulie. You're in the steel cage too. This is not a quadruple threat. This is not a World Rumble steel cage match. Probably top out around 1,000, I'd say. Later, Killy Child. Oh, we're toward the end of the chat. Just another mention. Logitech. You guys are talking about setups. Oh, the driving sim. Okay. Logitech sells this decent entry level stuff. My setup is a Logitech G27 with a stand and a shifter, no more than a few $100. Huh? Who would you? Scott Pilgrim Bree. This is if we're just talking. Look, Scott Pilgrim Bree. But Anita has something to her. She's not. She's like she has that evil look, but she has some MILF to her. But this isn't a question. Scott Pilgrim Bree. She can sit on me like the queen she was, man. Off the Wall is a great album. Yeah, Rod Temperton. Rod Temperton did have a band called Heat Wave. Yeah. He did a lot of production on that. Quincy Jones gets a lot of credit. But yes, Rod Temperton did do a lot of that production. Stevie, listen, Jack of all casuals. All this damn slander.
Hey, you the motherfucker I be doing Stevie Wonder? That shit ain't funny, motherfucker. But you never let me see you do that shit again. I'll fuck you up. Stevie Wonder's a musical genius.
Stevie Wonder's the man. Inner Visions? Shit. We talking about great Stevie albums. Fucking Inner Visions and Songs of the Key of Life for the two, but was it Talking Book? So it's a lot of good Stevie Wonder albums, man. Even Higher Than July, a lot of it. A lot of great stuff. Just another red shirt, top end motion-based racing with Fanatec Direct Drive, all in 10K. Whew. Super high end. Eric K, I appreciate that. Out of respect for you, is one of the only streams I've been on. If that you mean that today, that's incredible. That's incredible. You know what's funny? I've been listening to Mystical since we talked about it before. You know what else is funny? I was somebody was playing Mystical in my apartment complex, and I thought about that. They were playing Mystical, and I was like, of course. With crazy chicks, it's not the problem of getting into bed. The problem starts when you get out of bed, she starts talking. And in this day and age, the problem if she starts going me too, or me as well. Yeah, Steve Wonder is a legit musical genius, blind or not. Hell, Bat 317. Bat 317 says, I just commented on VW stream, so I appreciate it. And Alexander Vidakovich, this is the mature thought. I'll probably skip them both. This is what you should do. Yeah, that doesn't include monitors or computer. And he says monitor VR. All right, this has been a great stream. We're going to end with some positivity. We've talked about a lot of negativity. This is coming from, it says Lake Michigan. I'm not sure if this is in Kalamazoo or Chicago, because the Kalamazoo is obviously in Michigan and Chicago's in Illinois. But in Lake Michigan, and we'll read the story together and figure out a pregnant woman saved 3 kids from drowning. A pregnant woman is being called a hero after saving 3 kids from drowning in Lake Michigan. So thankful I was at where I was at. Says Alyssa DeWitt. I don't know if they would have gotten out alive if I'd not seen them. Alyssa was on the beach with her kids when she saw her arms waving in the water. Rip currents had put a group of children all under the age of 15 deeper and deeper to Lake Michigan, and they couldn't get out. But Alyssa outlined this situation in a Facebook post. Here's a story for you to keep your faith and love for God alive. It's truly one for the books. God did his thing today, and he put me exactly where I needed to be once again. See, I was not even going to go to the lake, going to take the kids down to the beach. It was extremely windy earlier. I saw the driveway for a good 5 minutes with all of us in the van contemplating just staying home. Something told me to go, so we did. Today, I took the kids to the pier side of the beach. We never, ever go to the side, ever. Today, I felt this side was the best for whatever reason. You cannot tell me it's luck. I was there when I was meant to be there, and I'm so thankful for it. I'm a believer in the Most High, the scriptures, and I've had similar experiences where it's like, if either I wasn't there in the same spot, or there was a time where I should have gotten into a car accident, and I just so happened to look for some reason where a car was, and they were trying to get into my lane. If I didn't see them, I would have died. So I've had experiences like, okay, you can't tell me that God didn't save my life. But in this case, God gave her the chance to save people's life. While the kids and I were there this afternoon, I noticed a pair of hands waving towards me from the water, and I immediately got my kids out of the water, ran onto the pier. A group of kids were getting pulled out into the lake, slammed against the pier wall. They could barely keep their heads above water. They were literally drowning in front of my eyes, and there was not one person on that side of the beach, and I could scream for help. It was empty. I called 911, but couldn't hear a thing. The wind and waves, so I just prayed that they could hear me screaming for help and worked to pull those kids upside the pier. One of those girls looked at me with so much fear in her eyes and told me she was going to die. I promised her I would not let that happen. I promised her with everything I had in me. The adrenaline kicked in high gear. Somehow I did it. I put them up off the pier wall with the walls waves slamming in and throwing the kids all over the place, pulling with all my might, wet, slippery hands, almost going over the edge a few times. I kept my promise. I was going to do whatever I had to do. Holy smokes. I'm beyond thankful I was where I was to get those kids to live another day. Please stress water safety to your kids. Please. I know those big waves are fun. You never expect to find yourself in that situation. It can happen so fast, not worth the risk. It's just not. I'm loving my babies a little hard tonight. I'm sure those parents are too. God is good. Majesty, I'm not sure what that is. Majesty Police arrived just minutes after they got out. Thankfully, all parties involved sustained minor injuries, but without the actions of this heroic young lady, it could have easily turned out differently. I agree. Majesty City Police Chief Josh Glass said, especially being a father of young children, it's extremely impressive the way this young lady called into action without hesitation. I think it's pretty obvious what would have happened if she wasn't there. Alyssa is 5 months pregnant, went to the emergency room to make sure her baby was okay because she was laying on her stomach in the pier. Holy smoke. But thank the Most High, both her and the baby are safe. That is an incredible story. Incredible. I'm going to check where Majesty is. Maybe you guys already have it in the chat. And it's in Michigan, the great state of Michigan. So it's shout out to the home team. I know Iron Cash is a Michigander. I'm a former Michigander, now a Carolinian. And obviously Darius Munchausen is a Metro Detroiter as well. That's an incredible story. An incredible story. We talked about all this drama for 2.5 hours. And Mexican Iron Man showed up. And Mexican Iron Man tipped 420. Let's see what else. Let's check that out. But yeah, we talked for drama for 2.5 hours. But we have to remember that this is not our lives, and life is precious. Mexican Iron Man just said, hell, I appreciate it. I appreciate all the super chats today. It wasn't just him. It was Jack of all casuals for another 420. Who knew the song must flow? Sit 1412 just to say here's the big things. That 70s rock fan who's the second super chatter I had right after Eric K. They, by minutes, beat each other. But yeah, he tipped 825 to say great stream, buddy. You the man, which I appreciate. Vigilante Munchausen, Darius Munchausen, again, Metro Detroiter, tipped 333, half evil. And he heard a rumor that this channel awesome. Ogre Drive, aka Ogre Squasher 101, the benefactor of this channel, tipped $101.01, 10101, keeping with his gimmick. But that there's a reason I end these streams with positive news, especially this one. This drama-filled stream, we got up to 50 people in the chat, and I have a sneaky suspicion that an involved party was here at one point. I saw Hale Cadell. I'm not sure if he showed up for a second, but I feel like an involved party probably snuck into the chat because I know everybody. Doomcock, Ryan Cadell, and Gary have all checked out my videos in the past. So, because Doomcock followed me, Ryan Cadell has been in the chat, Gary has been in the chat as I bump into the mic. But that story is easy to remember. It's so easy to. It's something we need to remember. That life is precious. We do not know how much time we have on this earth, and this is interesting. This is fun at times. This is dramatic at times. But we got to appreciate every fucking moment we have on this planet. There's nothing guaranteed. That's why I say there's no guarantee I'll get 500 subs. There's no guarantee I'll get 1,000 subs. There's no guarantee I'll. I plan on doing the stream tomorrow around 3:30. This week, off this week. Next couple of weeks, so I'm going to be doing a lot of streams. Nothing's guaranteed. I may not make it. Something can happen. Enjoy every moment. I don't know. I know everybody doesn't believe in the Most High, but I do, and I definitely think The Most High helped out that situation. Thank God her baby's okay. Thank God those babies who were in the water are okay. It's a beautiful story. Yesterday I did a similar story. Was able to swim the shore to save his family. And we have to remember there are good people out in this world. There are people, as much drama as there is, there are people who care about each other and who spring into action when they see the chance. So I'll read out whatever you guys have said, and then we'll hit the music and get out of here. And yeah, hey, Mexican Iron Man, I was looking for you. I signed up, and hey, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Just in the red shirt, at least you're racing sitting down less long to fall over. Reducing details so your frames don't drop too low. Vertigo for English. Mexican Iron Man. Oh, you guys are talking about the Discord. So yeah, I'm a Discord boomer, just like I'm a YouTube boomer and Twitter boomer. So let's see. The wake down. I'm sorry for the Brie Larson video. Now I'm thinking, what Brie Larson video exactly, my friends? Let's talk about the stuff. Okay. Hell, 70s. I think you were fair, objective, and insightful as always. I tried to be. But I do have an opinion. Hail Lord Thoth, our Canadian Egyptian guy. And I think it's time to hit the music. Let me actually unmute it so you can hear. And it's time to hit the ending theme. Matt Martin doesn't like my love. It's been a great show. It is literally the best show I've ever done as far as engagement goes. God bless her. God bless all of you who are in the chat. We're in the chat. It's too many days today, but I'll try to get to as many as I can. New Bob Turk, I was talking you up until you got here, and I appreciate it. You guys are talking about racing sims and fun things. Throughout all the drama, we still have fun. Yeah, if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Hit the share. People like rewatching these streams. So we had New Bob Turk, who I talked up because he has the opinion I respect. He's just anti-rumor channel, and as he washes his hands of everything, and I can respect that. New Bob Turk was here. Just another red shirt. He's not just another red shirt. He's the red shirt, and I appreciate it being here. Darius Moonchild again. Oh goodness, you mouse. My Detroit area brother. Matt317 says, I just showed up in your chat, and I appreciate Matt317 being here. Mexican Iron Man, hail Mexican Iron Man. I appreciate any time you show up. You're the glue of this. You know what? You might be more necessary now than ever, unfortunately, brother, because there's a lot of divisiveness, and I think, unfortunately, the binds of the Fandom Menace are weaker than they ever been. But I appreciate you being here, and I got so much love for everybody still. The Wake Down, who I said the channel's already better than mine because he's so good at editing. Who knows what drama, who knows what nightmare is going to be this Brie Larson video. That 70s rock fan. Love you, man. Robert, Lord Thoth, our Canadian Egyptian god. Stream Elements, who helped plug the channel. You guys really showed out with the super chats today. I really appreciate it. Wookiee Lives Matter. All Lives Matter. I know that's controversial. Vizarel, Alexander Vidakovich was here. Let me see. Brutal Morningwood was here. Fimmer was here earlier, and I know I'm going to forget a lot of names were here. Matt was here. Fireball Productions. So was Paulie. Is this music too loud? I feel like it's too loud. I got it. It's at half staff, whatever. Who else showed up? A lot of people showed up. I'll try to get as many people as I can. Eric K. How can I forget the Rich King? The king of all riches. Jack of all casuals is here. A lot of people. Noble was here, who was one of the first people to chat. Again, Latino Slant was here. Killy Chan was here. Stoner Poop is Q Burr. Appreciate you. Sitcha Dildo was not here, and that was unfortunate. Glitzer was, though. The House of Holloway, aka Morgan Holloway, was here. Noble Arrow, again, I mentioned he had the opening where he said he unsubbed for pretty much everybody. I think he did take Duke Cock's side. And here's the House of Holloway right here. Fireball Productions again. Cast in the Shadows again. Mark D with a C showed up, and that is as far up as I go. I appreciate any and everybody who's been on this stream, who's watching this replay. If you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged to share and subscribe, please do so. And even if you've done these things, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Good night and God bless. I will see you guys tomorrow because we will do a daily Vigilante Williamson show while I'm off. I appreciate everybody being here. I finally got to the intro where you can hear that. It's actually the outro music is the same as the intro music. Yeah. A little bit of musical talent here, and hopefully, you see this cleared out myself. Hopefully, there'll be some music made. I appreciate everybody. I love you all. Peace.